Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. Craig and I both had disrupted sleeps last night, so we do apologize in advance if we seem a little lethargic, if we seem a little bit off our game today. But we've been nothing except on our game for the past few months, Craig, as we continue to read accurately how the market has been progressing, as Bitcoin is literally live right now below 65K for the first time, obviously since February. Craig, mate, GM to you this morning. How you feeling? How's things? Your dog as well. My dog woke me up at 2 o'clock and I didn't get back to sleep till 5 o'clock. So I tried to read. I tried to just sleep, tossing and turning. My wife was like, don't ever go on your phone. But you know me, I'm a crypto addict. I was on my phone.
Oh, no. Did you get mad?
I was on Twitter. I was on Buddy Discord answering questions at 2 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, she's like, never do that, Greenie. And I was like, sorry, my lovely wife. But that's the nature of the beast of crypto. GM to you, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. My dog was the same, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's like, is it a full moon or something? My dog was sitting on my head.
You know what? It is a full moon. It is a full moon.
Actually, it was a blue moon or something. It was a blue moon last week. My son was telling me or something like that.
Yeah, so basically it means that it's a full moon, but the most furthest part away in the cycle of the moon. Well, the moon is gradually, the science teacher, I used to be a science teacher. The moon is gradually, the moon is gradually moving further away from Earth because its gravitational pull is weakening over a long period of time. But in the current cycle, it's like further away than it can be as a full moon. So that's why it was like still very bright and big in the sky. However, if it was a little bit closer, it can be closer in the different like pattern or cycle, whatever it is. So
well, there we go, guys. Here's a bit of astrology for you. See, we bring you TA and astrology. Not quite guys. Astrology, but similar.
No, I mean, I can talk your ear off. I mean, I've taught all those sides. I mean, you asked me about physics or chemistry. I got no idea. But biology, I've got you covered. I've got you covered.
Yeah. But no, good, dude. Bit cold today, though, still. You're in a t-shirt.
I'm a t-shirt. I'm in the shorts, mate. So I'm good.
Wow.
I got a warm coffee.
I'm a proper Queenslander now, eh? Imagine me coming from New Zealand and rugging up in this weather. But nah, it's good weather. I was quietly pleased waking up and seeing Bitcoin breaking below 65, to be honest.
Yes.
We will obviously cover that. But I also, when I woke up and saw it break below, I also caught my eye. There were about a bundle of coins that were heavily in the green, and it's all the ones we've been speaking about. I was like, holy shit. There's like 3 to 5 absolute bangers. Yeah, bucking the trend in the craziest way. It's actually just fascinating to watch. The market for me at the moment, man, is really interesting. I don't know if anyone else is finding this, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. It's been a while, so I'm enjoying this price movement. Like we said, it's moving as predicted, but altcoins are not moving exactly as typically, not as they usually would. Normally at this time with Bitcoin dumping like this, I mean, actually, you could look at the other altcoins, and they're doing what altcoins usually do. The ones that are green are quite a special little group that are a little bit different, aren't they? But the rest of them are doing what they normally do, -5, -10, -7, all that stuff. So nice to see the ones we've spoken about performing well. And the ones we left behind in 23 are doing poorly. Shout out to AVAX and the like. So yeah. Anyway, how are you, Grant? Oh, you're tired. You're ready. Yeah, you're sleepy. Sleepy, but you'll fire up for the show, guys. Don't you worry. Watch this and you will go ham.
Sorry, I just got to reply to someone really quickly, Craig. So, give us, So, why do you think it's really weird? Talk to us about that. Don't worry, I'll come and talk about all this stuff. And GM to everyone in the chat, GM to Rocky, sorry, GM to Aurora, GM to Corzilla, GM to Prince Pablos, and appreciate your tweet yesterday, Prince Pablo, far out. As I said, only have a few hours of sleep. GM to Nico, GM to Poe Bay as well. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Craig, over to you. Why is this market weird for you? Explain to us why. Because I'm sure there's like within the GTG community, because we're plugged into the ecosystem of crypto, we're all very aware that yes, it's very odd. However, people who maybe just tune into our show or listen back to the replay might not necessarily understand what you mean, which is exactly why the title over the last 2 days has been Bitcoin is it crashing or dumping? Meanwhile, these altcoins are literally outperforming. So explain that to everyone, just so they can sort of understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, so second bear market for me. So in my past experiences of bear markets, altcoins don't tend to really rally against Bitcoin. Not like this. Not when they can rally against Bitcoin, but typically if Bitcoin goes sideways or down slightly, not down heavily like we're seeing right now. Like what we're seeing right now on Bitcoin's quite a quick move to the downside. So typically, in my experience, altcoins during that time suffer fairly badly, minus 10, 20, 30% during moves like this. It's quite unusual to have quite a big basket of coins performing well against Bitcoin. When I say big basket, typically if Bitcoin pulls back, you might get one outlier that does well, two outliers, and you're like, oh, it's because of this catalyst or this or that. Whereas this is almost like a sector now performing well against Bitcoin, not one coin, but a sector of coins. That to me tells, and you obviously were over this before me, you obviously realized this a bit earlier than me, this particular sector of altcoins is just outperforming the rest of the market. In fact, it's kind of behaving like tech stocks or equities, which is hallelujah, right? Like it's, I mean, if you weren't in those altcoins, which I'm not, I know Greeny is, and I'm about to try to get a position. I'm going to actually I'm going to buy some Bitcoin today. Shout out to Bitcoin. I'm going to buy some.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The ledger's getting dusted off today.
Okay.
We'll go into that in a second. I'll just round up that talk. So yeah, there's a pocket of altcoins in a certain sector that are behaving very differently to the rest of the market. And that really is the AI tokens we've spoken about for the last probably, how long now, Greeny? 2 months?
Since I'm going to say, no, where are we? You're in June.
More?
I'm going to say it was March, dude. Like it was definitely around March. I thought that we were talking about. So that's like, yeah, coming up on 3 months, I'd say 2 to 3 months. I'd say we've been
goes fast.
covering it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to just add flavor to that, like we're losing incredible weak. Like Bitcoin here is incredibly weak. On the back of that, Solana is showing tremendous weakness. Ethereum showing tremendous weakness.
Suffering.
And XRP as well, suffering here. Yet you've got tokens like we've been talking about, Hyperliquid literally pushing all-time highs right now at $74. Could flip Solana. I mean, it flips Solana in price. I actually think it could flip Solana in market cap. I mean,
I've said that should flip Solana.
I think it should as well. Like
it should. I mean, I'm not in it, so I've got no dog in the fight. I just think it should because it does something. Like Solana, oh man, like Solana's just going to go through, and it's going through its Ethereum phase, isn't it? Of 23.
Well, Ethereum's going through its Ethereum phase again.
Ethereum hasn't got out of its Ethereum phase, not since 21. God. Anyway, it is awesome to see some green. And when I woke up, I checked during the night, I saw Bitcoin break below 65. And that for me was like that's my trigger to sit up in my chair, right? I said it for a while. I'm a man of my word, Greeny. We're buying today. Blow off the ledger, blow the dust off. I'm going to move some stables today. That also includes moving stables to look to enter the coins we're going to speak about today. So SERV, VV, all those sorts of coins. Unfortunately, what I was going to say is I saw Bitcoin break below 65 and I was like, yes, those alts I wanted entries to are going to have pulled back. No, they did not. They all SERV pumped 20%, man. Bitcoin was down and SERV was up 20. I was like, what the F? I can't, this bloody thing. I deserve it though, because it actually did give me a dip I could have taken. I didn't take it. I had a few hours to take it, probably half a day, and I didn't, and I paid the price.
Useless pushing 100 million, so it's up 5%. Venice token up 10%. Cards is one that I've spoken about in GTG as well. That's up another 10, 11% today. SERV up 20%, as you said. But it's just crazy. Like VVV, new all-time high.
Thing is a monster, bro. What is happening?
Well, basically, if you don't know why, like it's purely because it's being adopted. Like it's being used. Like I can't remember who was chatting to me in GTG this morning.
GTG member spoke about it, eh? Yeah, Lars.
Lars was saying that he literally uses it, saves money per year. It saves him $216 per year. It's a really painless way to use AI compared to vanilla LLMs like Claude, ChatGPT, and Grok. He stacked only 100 VVV, so I'm not sure how much that is now. And he got premium for free, which saves me $18 a month, and I get 11.8% APR right now. So, dude, you get 12% on your tokens for holding it, and you get free access to the bot for AI. Yeah, dude, this is exactly this is why it's at $1 billion.
11%. APR on it and the price ascending. That's exactly what you want, bro. Like that's like the dream. If you can be sitting in that from the lows, like Lars is probably cooking here.
Oh, well, like, I mean, I know
And
Zeneca,
using
shout
the
out to
product,
Zeneca.
sorry, and
Yeah,
using it.
he's been in this for months, so he'll be absolutely he would have a big bag of this. So GG's to Zeneca, he's absolutely cooking on this one. So look, we'll wait and see. But yeah, it pushed new all-time high. SERV bounced exactly off the 0.5, came into the 38 level. Craig even said 38, and I'm interested. It went to 38, and Craig didn't buy, and it's back at 45 this morning. Again, but a crucial part here, we want to see two things play out here. You either want to see still a lower high here, we come down one more time, or we have a double low off the 38 level of the 0.5 fib. Then you look for a breakout with volume expanding, or we break out from here straight away. We go above this previous high of 54 mil, and volume comes in as well as supporting that. So it really just depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin keeps showing weakness, then it's harder for these tokens to actually continue, even though they continue like with the whole sentiment, the mind set of like a trader or an investor is not really click buttons, make money. You know, it's more conservative. It's more fearful as majors continue to drop. My question to you too, Craig, is with all these tokens that are just outperforming. I mean, Hyperliquid's another one. We've got Near up 7%. You've got Zcash up 3%, but it's at 627. We were talking about 550 not that long ago. XMR, another privacy token, up 10%.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Other token like Grass is up 5%, FET is up 6%, Fala is up 10%. These are all AI tokens. Lit or Lighter, which is up. I'm in this long, Craig. This is actually inaccurate. But yeah, I'm in this long as a Hyperliquid beta play. That's cooking. WorldCoin up 40%. I'm also in a long on that. So look,
wow, WorldCoin.
I've been pretty accurate across the board, which is great. And obviously you get this analysis if you join us in GTG. The links in the description down below. We'd love to have you. But yeah, the worry is just how much weight the decoupling is just fascinating. It's the first time I've seen this literally in so long. Like it really doesn't even ring a bell where you have absolute capitulation. Like I've got an article here which we're going to talk about probably. Where is it? Like $1.86 billion in liquidations on Bitcoin overnight, Craig. Literally just overnight. Right? Yet you've got tokens that we just spoke about at 10, 15%, 20% positive. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's down 3%, Ethereum's down 2%, Solana's down 3%. Like, what the fuck is kind of happening here? Everyone must be losing their mind as this decoupling and this decorrelation between alts and it's the thing is, it's not all altcoins. As you said, you kind of put a really nice word there. You're putting into a sector. It's literally perp dexes, AI tokens, and privacy. The odd meme coin like Useless is maintaining attention, but that's it. Everything else is really struggling. Look, it might have a bounce, but it's bouncing after it's dipped quite hard, right? So it's fascinating. Just like my question to follow up with this with you, because I was chatting to Sexy, who's one of our traders and analysts in GTG, and GM to DG. Or I'm gonna butcher it, but DG, GMT legend. Hope you're doing well. GM to you, Brad, as well. Appreciate you all the time, legend. And Jay Draven, good. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Another fellow ape. Love to see it. My question to you, Craig, is if Bitcoin continues lower, which I don't know, I'm expecting at some point here for us to maybe cool down, have a little bit of a bounce. I mean, we're below the point of control. We're now below the value area low of the entire range. This is a clear structure break as well. Heads up. Good to see you, legend. Hope you're doing well. Like if Bitcoin obviously holds up, these alts probably continue to do really well. I definitely see that happening for the short term. My question is, when Bitcoin continues lower, which I still very much think it probably does, this whole micro strategy, this whole Sailor, Mt. Gox moving $700 million, like all of this is just fun and news that ultimately price gave us an entry at 81K. I've been short from 81K. I've been bearish this whole move. We said, hey, this is a complacency bounce. Daily volume was weak. We couldn't get above the golden pocket. We couldn't get above the parallel channel here. We couldn't get above the weekly FEG. That was about sort of low 80K regions. So much confluence. I mean, if you watch my YouTube videos, I even did detailed analysis on these as they were happening in real time, saying we have to flip this level, we have to do this for it to be bullish, and it didn't obviously turn out to be bullish. My question though, Craig, do you think these alts that have shown so much strength, Near, VVV, Zcash, Ton, even Hyperliquid, SERV, do you think they pull back if Bitcoin really goes to the 50K region? And are they just a beta movement, or are we genuinely seeing for the first time in crypto history a new pathway where proper models, proper revenue? I mean, D Farmer commented on one of my tweets last night saying, why would you compare Matic outperforming 5x in a 2022 bear market to proper revenue generating altcoins right now, like Venice AI and Hyperliquid?
Yeah.
I mean, at the time in 2022, when Matic did a 5x, that was how you analyzed a strong token, partnerships, adoption, like who's working with who, blah, 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 right?
He still called it partnerships and PayPal.
Exactly. Disney, they partnered with Disney. And so, look, I didn't reply to him because I was like, it's just not, we're arguing different points here is basically what I was trying to say.
I can see the point you're making though.
Exactly.
It's time dependent. You can't.
It's more like, exactly. You're comparing oranges with apples there. You're comparing a thesis in 2022 when arguably we were still very immature.
AI, really, not
exactly.
a lot.
No AI, like no revenue models. That wasn't how you articulated your thesis. Your thesis was, oh shit, Solana's really undervalued here. People are going to go trade on Solana. Okay, it's fast, quick, easy. Let's launch stuff on there, and bang, we went ballistic, right? It's a completely different model to the 2026 bear market, so you can't compare that. Yet that's the angle he was taking. I was like, look, I respect the shit out of him. He's a great trader. But like, you don't come in and argue oranges on my Apple post is kind of like the main takeaway.
I agree. And I see the point you're trying to make. You've got an outlier. You're sort of speaking about bear market outliers that are outperforming the market and perhaps why, but you can't compare the two things from 4 years apart because it's the technology sector. In 4 years' time, we're going to be probably talking about completely different stuff again.
Yeah. So a real long-winded way, do you think they do have a corrective period if Bitcoin obviously is going to chop probably for the next 6 months or so? I still, earliest I see it breaking out, as I said on the monthly stochastic, would be about November, October, where it would flip momentum and show me structure. So what are your thoughts?
Typically my answer would be yes. I would expect them to be dragged down with Bitcoin, especially on these moves like now. Like these candles to the downside are quite large. I mean, you're on the daily there. Look at that daily candle when it broke below the trend line.
Absolutely not.
Like free fall, basically. And that's what happens on the way down. On the way up can take some time in a bear market, but on the way down, it's fast. Just like in the bull market when you and I spoke about 80% sideways, 20% up. Just flip it, reverse it, and that's what a bear market's like. It's very fast to the downside, and then
there's the volume. There's the volume spike. That's what we're looking
bro. For. No. So to answer your question, which is the $1 million question, I mean, typically I would have said yes, but because they're bucking the trend, so it's actually really hard to answer that. I just don't know what happens if, say, Bitcoin breaks here, and like what happens if it breaks below 59. Like, and we actually get proper capitulation in the market. I just don't know how they're going to fare. I would expect them to suffer. Perhaps not as badly as others, which might mean even though you're bearish short term, if you're going to park your money somewhere, maybe they're not the worst because they're going to, if you've got your money somewhere, it almost might as well be in the strong or stables. But so I'm stables, you're kind of in between the two. You're kind of in between the two worlds that I'm in. I'm sort of sidelined thinking, oh shit, do I enter? This could break down, which is the exact question you're asking me. So I guess short answer is yes, I expected them to suffer because I didn't enter. So that was my exact thought process. I was like, I'm going to get better entries because Bitcoin finally broke below 65, which is what I wanted. That's why I said when I woke up, I went, yes, it's below 65. Entries are on. And then SERV was plus 20%. I was like, far out. Even last night, and I checked near, and it was like it actually got swatted back down. But for a moment, it's about $3.10 last night.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
It went from 260 to 310. Like that's what like a 20% move. Yeah,
I was like, what the hell? Because I almost entered at 285 yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to wait. And then I checked last night, it was 310. I was like, oh my god, this bloody coin. And then it kind of got knocked back down, thankfully for me. But man, this is why I said this time in the market's really interesting to me, and I'm learning a lot because this is different to every other time I've done this.
Yeah, very.
And you said that as before. I don't know if I've seen this before. Have you?
Not sustainably like this, where it's a collective of altcoins across different categories.
Yeah, and even chains.
Yeah, but it just shows you. I think it comes back to the point that I was saying for a while, Craig. the amount of leverage that is in Bitcoin, the amount of these institutions holding Bitcoin and then you've got ETFs now, it makes it far more easy for people to sell into. I mean, I haven't even looked, but like, what are the ETF outflows right now for Bitcoin? It'd be fascinating to see if it's retail or
they've
dumping
been
right now.
large for quite some time.
Yeah, there was 7,000 Bitcoin dumped yesterday, 6,000, on the second, so it's a few days behind. 13,000 Bitcoin was dumped earlier this week, Craig. Dude, retail are pathetic. Anyways, the point being is, yes, this is the first time I've seen it sustainably over. Like, normally you would see a greater correction of these alts on the back of Bitcoin. Is that to come? I don't know, because Bitcoin is Solana, Ethereum, XRP absolutely brutally moving to the downside. I mean, even throw in some other ones like Tau and whatnot. They're dumping. Sui is making new lows. Like, we haven't looked at the Sui chart for a long time. I could pull that one up. The point being is, we could be witnessing history for the first time here, where we genuinely have outperformance in a corrective period. I mean, we spoke about, I've written a few tweets about it too, where you have outperformance in a bear, and that just gets even, like, it just goes ballistic in a bull. And I'm not calling a bull market anytime till 2027, just to keep you in mind. And again, I said 2026 will be a bearish year. Not many people are saying that. I've had a few people reach out over the last few days, and a few people post tweets actually saying, like, thank you. And that means the world to me to get feedback like that. Yeah, I could pull some up.
It's hard to get thank yous, isn't it? It's easy to get people yelling at you. That's real easy to do. But to get thank yous, you need to really impress someone or do right by someone. It is nice when you get them, bro. Like, they make my day, those ones. Because sometimes you do this for the love of the game, don't you? Like, especially like for you and me turning up every day. And I'm not like, oh, poor us, boo-hoo. I love this industry. I love turning up every day. I love streaming with you. I can't imagine doing anything else now. I just couldn't. I could not be employed in an office, right? I'd be going crazy. I'd be pulling my hair out, man.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful to be here. But those thank yous, guys, if you ever think to yourself, do I say thank you? Maybe they won't care. No, I'm one of the people that I definitely love seeing that. It's great. Is this one here?
Yeah, so NB, I actually don't know which person that is. Everyone always has different pseudonames across social media platforms. So I can't exactly, like, I probably know who it is, but I don't know what their pseudonym is in Discord, not on Twitter. But they say I've been inside G2G close to a year now, and the amount I've learned since joining has been incredible. Plus that with tuning into Market Mates show 4 to 5 times a week, only a matter of time before these guys blow up astronomically in the space. Always grateful to have stumbled across these two lads. Hey, mate, appreciate you. If you are listening, thank you. We very much appreciate it. We very much appreciate it.
And I agree. We spoke about this yesterday about blowing up, and it sounds very egotistical saying that, but
I know.
It's not. I look around the space like you and me do, because you and me are really entrenched here. We see a lot because we do this full time. So I'm on the timeline too much. So is Greeny. I look around. There's not a lot of great competition. Let's be honest. Like, I'm also going to say that, bro. The bar's set low for streamers. Like, there's a lot of 99% of our extractors here. So. I great feedback. Thank you so much, and I agree. I think we're going to go really well, Market Mates, over time. And getting feedback like that is even more encouraging in a bear market, bro. Because you rewind sort of 6 months, 4 months, about 6 months for you and me, and that was quite tough times, wasn't it, Greeny? Partners vanished. They tightened their belts. No one was spending money. You and me were like, all right, we still need to turn up for the show and keep trading and keep positive. Meanwhile, our bags are bleeding. Our investments are going down like everyone else's. And, everyone has a bad day and feels shitty when it goes down. And then you've kind of got to turn up day after day. So I'm really proud of what we've done, and I'm proud of the show we've created. And, I look back a year or two on our shows and I see where we are now, and I'm like, wow. Like,
we've come a long way, bro. We've
come a long way, and you don't realize how far you've come until sometimes you reflect back on older streams and you're like, wow, like, it's quite a big difference in quality, in cameras, in audio, in backgrounds.
As you would hope, right? Like, I mean, naturally you do get better in this scene. It is good, but it's more about the output that we have too. And it's so grateful to get feedback like this. I mean, I also got this one too, literally overnight as well. Like, shout out to this person as well. But after shorting BTC at 82K, While all the fancy chart posters, astro gurus, and perma bulls were bullish, I've decided my armchair is all I need to outperform 99.9% of the market. Huge unfollow spree incoming. Thought my timeline had been pruned well, but it turns out, in my humble opinion, that Greeny Trades TJ, who I've spoken about endlessly, watching markets, I agree, is a fantastic. Also, a teacher from Germany, I spoke about him previously. The only set and forget confluences in CT.
Oh, that's nice, bro. That's a great one. Those are the best, man, because like I said, very few people give good feedback, is my experience in life. Very quickly will you get bad feedback. Very rarely do you get good feedback. So when you do get the good, it's for me worth its weight in gold. And it does make those bear market. It's good for the fields. It's a bit soppy and it's a bit whatever. The viewers might be like blah blah blah. But honestly,
hey, stop talking about this. Hey, but it's this like I mean, in normal jobs you have KPIs. In normal jobs you do get feedback,
pay
right?
reviews and performance.
Yeah, you have reviews.
You don't get that here, do you? It's live feedback. Like,
it's literally like no, but this is two people going out of their way publicly to tweet nice words. It's pretty rare to get stuff like that. So. Yeah. Anyways, we'll keep going.
Congrats.
Rero says GM. Hugo says GM. And Jealous, good to see you, legend. Hope you're doing well. How's things? Hopefully you're cooking over there.
I haven't seen Angelos for a while.
I know he's still got his Yeet in his name too. I wonder if he's still having a go on Yeet.
I haven't seen Angelos since we stopped giving away money. Angelos.
I know. Like... I mean, a lot of shout out to all the Kick viewers who were there for a period of time, but then walked away when we weren't giving away free money anymore.
We'll be back. I'm sure we'll be back with the big fat money bags in the bull market, guys. Just bear with us in the bear. But still the same great show. Just not the $3,000 a week, unfortunately. But hey, who knows? One day, surely one day again.
Nico says, always thankful for the work you two guys put in. Appreciate you, legend. Rain, yeah, we'll look at Zcash. DG here, you guys are
amazing. Just saying how great we are. We should just.
I mean, like, sorry, I'm just reading the chat, guys. DG says, DG here, you guys are amazing. Glad to be here. I appreciate you so much. We'll look at VVV. We'll look at Zcash. Cosmic says, I'm new to your channels. I appreciate your work. Thinking about joining GTG. You should. Links in the description.
Hey.
Tired of endlessly being down in crypto year after year. Look, we won't promise returns. We'll just promise detailed analysis and education. Honestly, that's unbeatable for a very affordable price compared to a lot of these LARPs out there who charge an absolute fortune. Again, or you run a pay group. Yeah, bro, I'm a qualified educator. I have nothing but consistency over the past few years. It's my full-time job. I'm going to pay for my time. I'm going to pay for my analysis. That's rightly so. Like, I'm sorry, but that's how it works.
Well,
80 plus 5-star reviews. Have it.
I always say, Greeny, you either pay for the product or you are the product. So if someone's got a free Telegram group, guess what, guys? You're the product and you're being extracted from. If someone charged that, and I remember I had the same problem when I started a paid group back in 22. A lot of people at first said to me, oh, paid group, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, what you got to understand is the reason why you pay is then I don't have to rinse my followers to get paid. Like that's that's the thing. That's the way it works. So guys, remember that you either pay for it or you are the product. So be aware of that with other groups. Not saying other groups are bad. I'm sure there's great ones out there.
No. There's plenty out there that are really good. And arguably they are competitors. And I'm not going to talk about them. But they're great. And I respect them. I watch some of their public videos because they're better traders than I am. I'm just very good on-chain, across macro, across that sort of stuff. So Cosmic, if you have questions, send me a DM. If not, links in the description. We'd love to have you in GTG. Rero would have...
Greeny, we're getting that feedback in a bear market.
I know, bro. I know. Hey, can't wait to cook in the bull market next year, guys. 2027 bull market year. Can't wait. Rero says, would have enjoyed your presence at New Zealand CryptoCon this weekend. I know who's Jaylene's going. I know Jack's going. I was like, dude.
Swanee's there, bro. Swanee's even there in my hometown, and I'm not even there. What?
Oh, man. Dave
you got invited, didn't you? You were invited to go, I think.
I have a wedding, though. I got a good friend's wedding, so... Yeah, it's a shame. I would have lapped up going to New Zealand right now. I would have then added on a trip to Queenstown to go snowboarding.
Yeah, bro, Queenstown's sick. Maybe we should go next year. We'll have to take a look at it. We'll see how the partners go with that sort of line of thing. But maybe New Zealand would be fun, man, especially because it's so new there. Everyone's going to be so excited, I think, in the crypto scene. Well, actually, I don't know about 64K Bitcoin, how excited people will be, but hopefully people are excited. New Zealanders are normally pretty good at turning up for stuff like that. So I think that's going to be a great event. I'm pretty jealous. I believe there's some very good after parties happening at
No
that.
way, bro. No way.
So we're missing out, bro. We're missing out. But
so it's Nick. So Nico is NB Trades. Hey, Nico, appreciate the feedback from you, mate. That means a lot. The best out there, Rookie says, "Oh my gosh, we're getting too many feedbacks, guys. We're just trying to go through the charts again today. Hey, it's nice. Hey, honestly, it's humbling, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. It means so much. It means so much to me. You guys help the goat farm get from one average competition goat to now owning 6 world-class companies.
many things from the villagers and I.
If I know you, goats, I swear I know you. But if I don't know you, GG's, mate. You've entertained us now.
Banter's unreal, and he's consistently for about a year of banter, maybe a year and a half. I'm like, holy crap, this gig is unreal.
Love it. And Joel says, miss you, brothers. Time zone is so complicated between active and Yeet streams, events, and need to sleep during your stream time. Got the time before going to sleep to say hi. May appreciate you dropping in. It's a first ever event of its kind, door opener for Oceania. So, Australia has a CryptoCon, but it's the door open for New Zealand / Polynesian islands, I would say. The Pacific.
I think that's quite big, hey? I think that's a big
I think it's huge. I mean, New Zealand's quite a small population, only 4 mil, 4 mil.
Yeah, 4.5 tops, I think.
So no, I think it's dope. I mean, Dave's obviously running it. We know Dave personally, so he's a legend. No, I hope it goes well. I'm very jealous. I'm so jealous. I'm not going to be there. I am very jealous. So it would have been sick. Yeah, confirmed. I'm going on a VIP. Rare is a VIP. All right, big dog. All right, big dog. Hey, maybe you could. Hey, last minute, like, pay for me to come over.
I actually thought Rero was in New Zealand. Why did I think that?
Yeah, I thought he is too. Maybe he's flying from a different part of New Zealand. Jeff Moss, Craig, reply to this. You're being extracted no matter what group you're in. I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah. Look, it's hard to just answer that and say no, I don't, because everyone says that. But that's not. Yeah, I mean, I would look at the reviews. I would first read those. I'd speak to. I mean, you just saw all the comments in the chat. That's from paying customers, or so paying members, rather probably a better word than a customer, paying members who been there for a while. So I'd probably go off the back of what people who are in there say, rather than what people who get paid to say that say. But from my point of view, that's not what's happening in there at all, man. In fact, I mean, calls get made in there with coins we're not even in, man. So, or at least takes get made. So. No, I don't think that there's extraction happening in there. And
honestly, we're not shilling low cap memes to dump on people. Like if that's what you assume it is, we have educational models with live streams every week about what's happening in real time. We zoom out to the 3-month chart. Hey, do you know what the 3-month chart is? Yeah, I do. I'm a friend with that chart.
I've been short a low cap meme coin in probably 2 years now.
I haven't looked at memes since 2024, to be honest. So yeah, look, it's not about that. Anyways, moving back to the charts, moving back to the news. Big show. I mean, hey, appreciate all the love. It's nice to hear words like that. You know what? We needed this. We had shitty sleeps last night. We needed a bit of feedback, and we appreciate that. So thank you so much to all the kind words. You have no idea. It actually means so much to me. Like no amount of money could ever make me feel the way I do when I receive kind words. It generally means most. Anyways, Hyperliquid, Craig. I just want to bring this up before we go across some of the other tokens and stuff that we've been talking about for a while. It is now outperformed Bitcoin by 114%. In the past 3 weeks, 114% in the last 3 weeks, Craig. Why on earth would you buy Bitcoin at 65K when you can buy Hyperliquid at $75?
Very important question. I wanted to go back to just real quick, and this will tie into this. It's tricky, but I think there's probably not much lower for Bitcoin. Which then for me
that's
I mean, I'm not, look, I've been saying 38K. I've said it for a year and a half now, so I still think it can go lower. And I actually think it's going to go lower than I've been saying for ages. We're going lower than 59. I still think we go lower. I'm bearish. I've been more bearish than most over the last year, and I've been saying that for a while. But even in saying that, I mean, what's 59K from here, dude? What, 10%?
Oh, less, bro. Less, I think.
So, like, I was thinking about it last night, risk reward. And for Bitcoin, you're probably looking at, I think, maximum to the downside might be, not financial advice, just my feelings, 20%, right? 20% maybe we go down by. I mean, if that's the case, the risk reward on Bitcoin now starts to get very good. You spoke about this yesterday. Like, if I think the max we go down is 20%, but the upside's 300 to 500%, then that is a pretty good trade for me now. Risk 20%, upside over time 300 to 500%.
I think sub 60. I agree with you. 7% would put us back at the 59K low. If we look at time of a bear market, we're still very, very early. We're still very early compared to where we should be. We're still a couple 100 days or 100-ish days away from where we should be starting to think about
3
a bear
to 4
market
months, isn't it, for where bottom typically forms? So what I was going to go into to go into your hype part then is, then if that's the case, then I guess to answer your question from earlier, maybe there isn't as much risk now to those altcoins if this has happened. And if Bitcoin goes sideways, or up, which would be even better, surely these leaders should fare even better. So, man, I'm getting bullish, dude. I'm not explaining it very well, maybe because I'm tired, but I'm getting quite bullish now. I think the downside risk is now at these price level. I mean, we're 64,200 now. Wow, we're going to see 63 today, maybe. There's a lot of damage has been done to Bitcoin now. So we're so close to what I think might be a bottom forming that now I'm starting to go, sheesh, man, these alts might really stand a good chance over the next 3 to 6 months, where Bitcoin, I think, over the next 3 to 6 isn't going to do anything. It's not going to put much money in my pocket over the next 3 to 6 months, I don't think.
GMTU, NF Crack, good to see you. Yeah, I agree. 29% correction would see us at $44,000 down at that liquidity level that I have marked.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, 20 to 30% down.
Yeah. From here, it would still be, and that could play out in September, October. Like, it still takes time like, it needs to take time. Like, this has been a very aggressive dump, but we could bounce from here, set another lower high, reject from the point of control at 65, 66K and dump lower in the coming weeks. We just have to wait and see. It's Stripe. Send me a message on Twitter and I can talk about a lifetime deal. I'll let, if not, we can come to an agreement. I just want to comment here. So Ahmad, who has tuned into the show a couple of times, he says, hype is one regulation away from an epic crash. Just introduce KYC. Buying BTC at 65K will be an epic price in years to come. As always, nothing on this show is financial advice, guys. But look, it just depends. I mean, I generally think it either goes to zero or it goes to $1 million. It is that kind of trade, in my opinion, at these stages. But it goes to zero if there's too much leverage still attached to it, in my opinion, with all these companies and dividends and blah, 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 blah. Or the tech breaks or the quantum computer. And I agree. If these tokens have maintained such strength now when BTC is dumped, dude, they have to outperform continuously. Like, it makes so much more sense now that they will continue that. And so many of the top traders on Twitter are literally like, if BTC dumps, I'm buying Hyperliquid. I don't care because it's outperformed and will continue to outperform. It's so obvious. Why fade strength? And that's why I kind of asked that question before. Jeff Moss says, the guy who said in a group you're getting scammed, you're buying the token before you shill it. Okay, Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm really going to move the market cap of a Bitcoin.
I mean, I've only called Bitcoin for the last year, I think, mostly. I'm not moving markets on that, unfortunately.
And here's one. I actually do analysis on tokens I don't even own, I don't even trade, I don't even look at, because that's the type of community we are. Again, go have a look.
I'm not even in any of these AI tokens we've spoken about.
Exactly. We've spoken about it for months, and Craig doesn't even hold.
I'm the only one who's not in it.
Exactly.
So no, it's not like that at all. I'm not in hype. I'm not in SERV. I'm not in
hype yet.
I'm only in Bitcoin.
I wanted mid-60s on hype, but it didn't get.
Here's the Bitcoin, man. Shucks.
Just go read the reviews, bro. Go to WAP. Type in GTG, go to WAP, 5-star review.
Or just keep watching our show, and I think after a while you'll see what we're made of, and you'll decide for yourself. I think you'll see. Yeah.
Rain says Zcash versus BTC is up 3,000% since August last year. Let's have a look at that bad boy.
Raro, we don't talk about NFTs on the show anymore, not for the next 6 months.
So
that's
we have
a banned word.
This is Zcash versus BTC, Craig. What are your thoughts here? I mean, a lot of people under Ansem and Co. have been pivoting into Zcash.
Yes. This is the new Bitcoin they're selling.
Apparently,
telling me at the moment.
So.
I couldn't disagree more with that. I've heard this is the new Bitcoin so many times, and I've normally find these narratives are normally fairly short-lived. When I say short, I mean less than years. I don't mean like a week. In saying that, insane returns, bro. Like I'm not like I'm not. I don't want to sound like I've got sour grapes here. Like this is a really good trade. He's absolutely killed it. I just don't know about. I spoke about it yesterday. I don't know about rotating out of a fairly bottomed coin, being Bitcoin, into a very non-bottomed altcoin.
But that's the thing. Yeah, it's
maybe it over.
goes,
I just think for the majority of traders out there, that potentially could be quite a risky move if you're not an active trader. But if you can keep your finger on the pulse, watch the charts daily, yeah, you'll probably come out of this move fairly well. If you're not that sort of person, just understand altcoins are much riskier than Bitcoin. So Zcash could, Bitcoin could pull back 30%, Zcash could pull back 99, but I don't think that's happening here. I think this goes higher for longer.
Or Zcash could go up 10%, Bitcoin could dump 20%, and then it could go up 400,000%, and Bitcoin only goes up 10%. You get my
yeah.
No, it's interesting. Yeah. It's fascinating. It's
there's many ways to skin a cat, though, right? Like there's a lot of ways to win in the market, and there's no like, no, this is the way. There's lots of ways.
It's
this
fascinating.
Is one to
I feel like there's people I follow who are like such Bitcoin bulls. It's like obnoxious to an extent. It's like, come on, open your eyes.
But that's what you need to get to $1 million a coin, man. You have to have people like that.
I know. And like there's like even a guy on YouTube who arguably is one of the best statistics-based traders that I follow, Eric Crown. Followed him for a long time. He's like, anything that's not Bitcoin is a shitcoin. And that's literally been his moral for a long time. And he'll just buy Bitcoin.
That was true in the past, but I think it's changing.
But like, yeah, I trade everything. So like, I just feel like when you do like, and like, obviously we've had PO on the show and he undoubtedly is a Bitcoin bull. Like he dabbles a little bit, but the main point I want to articulate here is that for me, you have closed doors. You're thinking inside the box. Like the best opportunities, the best upside to money I've ever made is being outside of the box, being adaptive, being flexible, chasing the new trends, chasing where the liquidity goes, chasing where the volume is, where the attention is, what the new meta is. Like, I feel like if you have enough money, you can stack the big plays and the patient plays, and that's fine. You can get your bloody 10% ROI every year, compounding over time. GG's. A lot of people don't have fucking millions of dollars, right?
Yeah, they've got $5,000 or 10
they've got $5,000. I started with $5,000. And look where I got me, because I was adaptive. I was flexible. I learned, like I spent 7 years messing up and making mistakes, round tripping tens of thousands of dollars, all those sorts of things. And then I started to learn from it. And then it was all from just being adaptive and trading trends and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I kind of agree with Super Alta down the bottom there. It says tokens outperform until they don't. Pepe, SPX, Filecoin, etc. Exactly, bro. You have to be an active trader, investor in crypto these days. Otherwise, you're falling behind these days, because I mean, Solana was the trade from 2023 to the start or the end of 2024, basically. And then it pivoted. Like Solana's been down only since that point in time, really. So, and then Hyperliquid, and like, this is the thing, like you need to actively be a market participant these days. It's a fascinating time, because as we have just alluded to earlier in the episode, like if you're like normally and I wrote a tweet about this, and that was the one that D Farmer did comment on. It's like, normally you have like in this dip where Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, XRP, Link, all the dinosaur tokens, SUI, etc., like they all dump. Usually the strong tokens go down with it. They're not going down. So that means that there's something happening to the majors, or we're seeing that decoupling for the first time. And normally I'd be very confident buying the dip on your NEARs, on your VVVs, on your Zcashes, on your TONs, on your Hyperliquids, but we haven't bloody seen it. So it raises a question. Can they sustain attention, momentum, volume, price go up if we bleed and chop for the next 6 to 9 months? Can they do that, Greg? That is the age-old question. Does Hyperliquid keep putting in new all-time highs? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, perhaps for a while. Obviously not forever, but like Super said, everything has its moment in time. This is its moment in time. There'll be a rotation.
Yeah.
There'll be a rotation to Bitcoin, Greeny. That's when my bags will pump, when all you dirty dogs sell your alts to go into Bitcoin, man, finally, when you realize who the king is.
I don't know if that's going to happen. Like for the first time in a long time,
This time will be different.
I'm unsure. Yeah, I am unsure about that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's a institutional asset. It's a wealth creating asset. It's a balance sheet asset. But yeah, from a trader perspective, 50,000 range, 40,000 range, 30, arguably, if we do see it, black swan scenario, never know. Something could blow up in terms of an exchange or leverage or what have it. I mean, it always happens. Celsius, FTX, whatever else it is. Okay. Luna, like something always comes out in a bear market. Someone's over leveraged. Whether it's MicroStrategy, it could be MicroStrategy. I doubt it, but we'll wait and see. That always happens in bear market. So do we get an opportunity? Yeah, I think if I see like 30K Bitcoin, 40K Bitcoin, I would back the truck up. I'd take out a loan against my house. No, I wouldn't do that. But you get what I mean. Like it would generally be, okay, that would be I'd be pretty bullish on that as a trade. It's different now because we're dumping. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. Every time we've had a correction, Hyperliquids bounce harder. Every time Bitcoin's dumped now, Hyperliquid's still outperforming. So it's like, why wouldn't I just take the trade and plow money into the strength? And this discrepancy is fascinating because it's happening in real time. I mean, just to show you the polarizing effect, Craig, we spoke about Sui earlier this week about how layer ones and layer twos, like they're becoming obsolete because bridges, wallets, you can literally, it's insane, dude. I'm literally trading this morning on Raby wallet, on Phantom wallet, on MetaMask wallet, on Coinbase wallet, whatever it is. And I'm literally swapping between chains without even using the chains themselves. Why bother having a chain anymore? It generally makes no sense. They become the attention metric, which we've been speaking about for a while. It's like, if you can't create attention and create opportunity, whether it's an airdrop, as sad as that is, that's the only way to probably create attention in a layer one or a layer two, unless your tech is really different. Layer one, Near is technically a layer one, but literally go listen and read Mando's tweets about Near, and it's actually insane. Okay. Privacy, they've got revenue model, they've got buybacks. The one bearish point about Near is that it's inflationary. So it's only about a 3x to its all-time high in terms of market cap. However, it's like a 10x or less than a 10x to its price all-time high. But arguably, if you're looking at that, like that's where the layer one makes sense, right? Hyperliquid's a different layer one, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't call it a layer one. I'd call it a perp dex on the EVM. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Like this is Sui right here. I wouldn't be surprised if Sui makes new lows. I would not be surprised and takes out this liquidation wick that we saw on 1010 down here at 55 cents for Sui. That's still another correction here. I mean, we're breaking weekly structure here right now on Sui, setting new lows for the first time since the February dip. That's still a 32% correction on Sui, Craig. So, I mean, someone asked about XRP before. I'll pull it up as well. XRP looks incredibly weak as well. Like if you look at this, like this is losing its low time frame range. Like I mean, I could probably remove these liquidity levels now if I just do that to just make it really clean. This is a weekly chart. I mean, sorry, it's a monthly chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. Like that not look good, right? Meanwhile, you've got tokens like Zcash, VVV, Hyperliquid, SERV, even other potential AI plays like Grass or FET or Banker or Fala or Arcash or Injective or ICP. Even other plays like Lighter, which is a Hyperliquid competitor. WorldCoin even up 40% in the past 24 hours. ENA, Athena, that's an article I want to pull up today because someone partnered with Coinbase. Literally bought some Athena publicly, 100 million. So DeFi 80 has a chance here on Athena. They're an OG. But outside that, look at them. Look at these. Like Link down, it's in negatives. Fascinating time, Craig. Fascinating time. I mean, Aero dumped really aggressively yesterday as well. I was looking for a long breakout on that. It's making new lows, so I'm no longer interested in that anymore. But the point being is like, if you don't really fit the narrative now, which is clearly having a strong model of business revenue, of subscribers, or however you make your money, okay? Adoption, you're buying back the token, or you're burning it. I mean, Pump Fund burnt, what was it, $300 million worth of tokens? That did shit all to the price.
Why didn't they just give it away? Why didn't they just give the tokens away?
Like
the idiots.
I thought they might have thought it might pump it, but it's done the opposite. It's done the opposite. I mean, at least they would have given money to other people.
Yeah, it would have pumped the other charts too, man, if they gave it away, because people would have invested it. It's frustrating.
But the whole approach of like buy and hold in a bear market is very much changing in real time. For the first time I've honestly ever seen in my 9-10 years of crypto. Fascinating times, fascinating times. I know Pump Fund is up 10%, 8% today, but like, look at this chart, bro. Like, look at this chart. Like,
the week is
it's literally just holding on to the lows from December last year.
It's like this is an absolute shite coin. Like it's trading like it's trading like this business is making no money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why? How is this possible? Like,
yeah,
I guess just the downward. I don't actually understand how this looks so bad. This chart. Bad founder.
I don't know. I just feel like, the sentiment's just shifted away from like people have just been like, there's been so many.
God, bro, I'm so happy this has happened.
Let me find the tweet for you. Hold on. I shared it the other day.
I mean, I think what's possibly happening in real time is we obviously had Bitcoin adoption come in at about 24, and we had the ETFs go live and things like that. /25. Trump came in very pro crypto, and Bitcoin as an asset sort of matured in that moment right there and then. And then I guess the whole crypto market matured in a moment then. And perhaps now we're seeing we're about to go to 64,100. Looks like with the maturing of the crypto market, more serious projects are getting taken seriously again, and probably with a bit of clarity in there as well. So it kind of shows you if this Clarity Act goes through, that's probably even more bullish again for those AI tokens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I mean, I know everyone's so bearish at the moment in some ways on crypto itself, but that Clarity Act could still be a pretty big.
But this is what you need.
Moment's coming, man.
But that's what you need in a bear market. You need proper pain, which is exactly why, and I'll pull up the tweet before, exactly why I said we've been in denial. I don't think we've seen panic or capitulation.
Don't think we've seen capitulation yet.
No. I'll pull that up.
Panic, I'm starting to can taste the panic now. Because now I'm seeing even big accounts starting to post pretty bearish takes. I'm like, wow, you're bearish at 64? Like only now? Like now? I'm bullish now. This is the good part. Like if you're getting just bearish now, I think you might have read the market a little bit wrong, man. What were they waiting for? What, a bounce to all-time high from 59? Are you serious? Like people are off their heads. Sorry, Greeny, let's go.
No, you're right. You're right. Fair points to be articulating that. Here's the points that we're talking about. This doesn't include Pump Farm, but Pump Farm sold what? $800 million worth of Solana. Photon, Bullex, Trojan, they all have hundreds of millions. Collaboratively, they would have billions of revenue, and not once did they give that back to the community. So everyone always asks, where did all the billions of dollars go? Look, don't get me wrong. GG's to these companies, these devs, these builders who created a user-based product that generated a lot of revenue. But it would have been
their product too. They were good for a while.
Exactly. It was very relevant at the time. It worked fantastically for a long period of time, and I used it. I literally would stream with it. Like I did it for ages, right? The point being is crime is legal. They literally announced all of these. They said, hey, everyone, use our platform, in quotation marks. Hey, everyone, use our platform. We will reward you with an airdrop. And none of these will ever launch an airdrop. Pump Fund, who knows? I would say, I don't know. We'll pull up Bitcoin. It could break below 64K. Live on the show. We're live on the show when Bitcoin dumped to 59K. So it'd be great to capture another live dump moment. But Greg, this is billions of dollars gone.
It's kind of shitty, bro. Seeing this is kind of shitty for me. You could add Bullex to that as well. So I use Bullex a lot more than Photon, and Bullex also promised an airdrop.
Yeah. Shutting down, bro. You can't even trade on the platform anymore, I don't think.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure this tweet is... Oh, no. Here it is. Yeah. Promise airdrop in 2024. Generate $200 million of revenue. Shut down in 2026.
Oh, they didn't even say it out loud either.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wow.
No. You can't trade anymore. Yeah.
That is piss poor. Like,
it's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic.
That sucks, man. That just makes crypto look so shitty. The old snatch and grab and vanish in the bear market, eh? It's classic.
And one of the, you know what?
I was chatting to the founders too, man. That's what.
Correct.
It's a little bit. I've been in group chats with these guys since 21, bro, 22.
They're no one's scammers.
I've spoken to them about it as well, and there's a lot of finger pointing, put it that way. Because they're anonymous.
They're anonymous dudes on chain. They're just anonymous, and they get away with this. It's it is actually disgusting. It makes me sick, and that's what I wrote about. Like it genuinely makes me sick.
Bro, a couple of them as well, I respected a lot in the space. And when this happened, I went, man, that's a bad look, dude.
Money hungry, bro. They're just money hungry.
Yeah, but yeah, so don't, you can't trust the airdrop model at all. If only things could happen to these companies, because their revenue, bro, that's disgusting how much they took out. Like,
yeah, and,
give us 10% back, you rats.
I don't even know if old mate's still on Twitter as one of the main dudes. And then he like, damn, yeah, I don't know. We're not going to go into it. We're not going to create drama like a year later. Anyways, yeah, I've been saying this for a while. I think we're very much in denial because we had a strong bounce. People started to be like, oh, Greeny, you're wrong. Tengu's going up. Bitcoin's going up. Bottom's in.
People were saying we were in disbelief a month ago. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember that.
Not even a month ago. 2 weeks ago, people were saying we're in disbelief.
No, disbelief? What do you mean? We can't. We haven't had depression yet. We haven't had capitulation. You can't. And this is what I like this analogy. You can't have summer without winter. It just can't happen. It can't happen. It's not going to happen. Like, and I'm scared.
You can't have good teeth if you don't brush them.
No, yeah, true. And another one I've been saying lately, which I'm going to pump it again, you got to eat your veggies, bro. You got to eat your veggies, and we're about to have to eat our broccoli. As much as you don't like the taste, you don't get to have your sundae and chocolate sauce. That comes later, but you got to eat your veggies and your potato and your main stuff first, and then mum will let you have your ice cream and chocolate sauce. But you can't have that until you eat your veggies. So sorry,
you can't look like Craig if you don't go to the gym.
Right. This is so. I need to go to the gym today, but I'm craving.
I've gymmed twice in the last 2 days, baby. Let's go. Come on,
bro. I did my calves. So a little shout out to my calves, which are pathetic. I trained them on Friday, and far out, they're sore, bro.
I need to go for a bike ride though. I promised my mates and my wife that I'd go for a bike ride. I haven't done it up here at the coast yet, so I'm just a little nervous. But I need to just do it today. Maybe at midday, just bang it out and go for a ride.
Good. For anyways, guys, for people out there, if you want to clear your head, exercise, man. It's my meditation. It's my way of getting rid of the anxiety. So anyone who's out there struggles, definitely try exercise. It's a lifesaver for me.
So I think we're in denial, probably in panic, potentially if Bitcoin hits 59K. I think we're in panic then, and then we're in capitulation. So I don't think we're far away.
On the same page.
20 seconds to our daily close. Craig, this is the lowest daily close we have had since February 28th. February 28th, 63K. We are now officially just holding 64K here as we go into a daily close.
Bro, 64K was, am I correct, that was the May 21 local high?
69.
No, 69 was the later high in 21 in October.
Yeah, 64. Yeah, pretty much 64.8. 64.8.
I remember that very well, that moment. It was about 64.8 because it was a double top almost, but months later. That's amazing to me, bro. We're at the same price now as little Craig in the bull market of 21. I'd been in the market 2 months at this price, and we're back at it now 5 years later.
Isn't that lovely? 1,876 days, but that's bam. That's why you have to be active.
I should put a post up saying I've been in crypto 5.5 years and Bitcoin's the same price it was when of May 21.
Meme accounts are already all over that, bro. They're already.
I know. I'm playing. It's not.
No, but the funny one is like you brought up this the other day. The ones about Hyperliquid. Like if you bought Hyperliquid 30 minutes ago, you've made more money than if you had held Ethereum for the past 6 years.
It's like fuck off, man. Yeah, you could say the same for Sol, except in 23, you and me made lots in Sol. You just got to exit. That's the key. You have to leave. You can't stay. You can't be in it.
Yeah. And sorry. Yeah. Sorry. That Reginald Bowler. Regional Bowler.
Hang on. It's Regina, isn't it? Is that
Regina? Okay. Sorry. Reginald. Yeah. I don't know. It's. I don't know if it's like region. Yeah. I don't know.
But that looks like Reginald.
It does look like Reginald or Regina. Not sure. I mean, there is a lovely lady PFP, so I assume it maybe is Regina. Anyways, that's a really good point, and I wanted to talk about before because someone else said, "Oh, the KYC." I think it was Ahmad said, "Oh, Hyperliquid would get KYC." Look, honestly, dude, I don't know because you've got Trump and whatnot in office, literally saying we're bullish on crypto. They literally just passed laws for certain perps to be allowed within. I mean, Australia doesn't really allow on their exchanges. They don't allow perps, or they're only just introducing it on low leverage across a couple of exchanges.
Mm.
The world is heading in that capacity, and I would argue I don't necessarily think they're going to absolutely trump exclude the pun
Ah,
trump
beautiful.
like Hyperliquid with KYC. I think it's just gonna it's going to just become seamless. It's all about, as Mando kind of articulated recently, it's all about whoever captures the institutional wealth that wants to use leverage on chain. Is it
Yeah.
Hyperliquid? Is it Lighter? Is it a new body that comes out and has a platform? Is it Cowshift? They're doing it. Can't disclose other ones, but I know that other platforms are
Yeah.
literally building out perps right now because that's just where the world is heading, right? So very interesting time. Very interesting time. I think
Here's my
for
entry, apparently, Eldorado. Entry on what? Entry on what?
correct on BTC, I think on BTC. I mean, it's at
Yeah.
64. I mean, you missed your dip at 64.050, Craig.
We had the daily close, Greeny, just quickly. What did that end up being about? I just held 64, did it? I think it might have-
64.047, Craig.
Wow.
That's very bearish, bro. That chart looks it just looks disgustingly bearish. If we have a look here, where are we heading? I think honestly, it makes sense for us to hit the golden pocket. Golden pocket sits at 57 to 53K. That would be my next logical target. Don't forget, guys, I have, as I previously tweeted about, I think I tweeted about it in January and I got so much hate. Bitcoin has always hit its 786. I don't know if we get 39K this time, but Bitcoin has always hit its 786 in a bear market. I don't know if we go that low, but if MicroStrategy really blows up, we do go low.
Black Swan for that price. I really, really, really wonder if he's going to be the.
What do you think happens there? We haven't even spoken about that. What do you think happens there? Because, like, what are your thoughts there? Like, just to cover some of the topics, Mt. Gox moved $740 million of Bitcoin during the bleed. Liquidation events, hundreds of millions of dollars in longs liquidated overnight. As we said, $1.86 billion in liquidations as Bitcoin dumps. Some other ones, Coinbase backs Athena ahead of savings product launch for exchanges, $100 million users. That's pretty big news. Hence why Athena,
big, bro. Hey, that's quite big.
It is big. That is big. There's a token unlock for Hyperliquid soon. The next unlock is scheduled for June 6th, where 9.9 core contributed tokens valued at 730 million will unlock via a cliff release. Over the past 30 days, 882 tokens were burned and 882 tokens were repurchased for 45 million. So very interesting to see what happens here. I mean, there was a big unlock, I think, recently, and obviously that didn't really matter. But if you have a look at it, it's still quite, there's still only 22% claimed in supply of Hyperliquid. So again, if not FUD, not bearish, but just be aware. The interesting part is I know CCB, one of the largest airdrop farmers out there, very good person to follow, very incredibly smart, has made millions from like just farming airdrops, DeFi launches.
I watched them in Friend Tech, man, go ham.
It's crazy, dude. Anyways, he's
made millions.
He's farmed $9 million loss on Hyperliquid HIP3, which is the latest launch, because he still thinks that there's a undisclosed point system that will reward people who have used their platform, and they might reward them in a second airdrop, because obviously Hyperliquid's only had the one airdrop. And I mean, I've seen people, if you had held the airdrop from 2024, you're up tremendously in that money. So it'd be very interesting to see if Hyperliquid does have a retrace here at some. I honestly, and someone asked, like, where would you buy Hyperliquid? As always, nothing is financial advice on the show. We just talk about facts, analysis, and charts as they happen in real time based on what we're looking at. Look, honestly, I'm not interested here. I'd want to see a little bit of a pullback in alignment with Bitcoin kind of dumping. That's probably where I'd be pretty interested in maybe Hyperliquid as I play. What are your thoughts about all that? Which topic do you want to talk about? I mean, this one's pretty big, Craig. Hence why Athena has pumped tremendously over the past 24 hours. But DeFi obviously is the big one. This is the Athena chart. I mean, it's still down only. Technically, this is, not really interested. I've traded it a couple of times, as you can see here, but really odd chart, very odd chart.
It is an odd chart. If you zoom out, it's not particularly
not very nice. Yeah, there you go. It could be forming a rounding bottom. Could be forming a rounding bottom.
There's in zooming out right there, Greeny. You think, it's up 20% on the day. Let's look at this, and then you zoom out and go, ugh. Like this thing's bled. But quite a big headline. Quite a big headline, I suppose. Buying it on the open market, that's what we want to see, man.
That's pretty bullish, bro.
Like, smash open market buys, Sailor, you dirty dog. Like,
Yeah, not OTC. Yeah.
yeah, man, come on. Like, fucking rat. Let me
Um,
guess, he sold on the open market though, huh? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if he did or not.
what was yeah? So I forget what my main point there was.
What do I think maybe about hype?
Yeah, no,
Well, the
Hyperliquid
headlines.
airdrop.
You
Yeah,
asked me about the
so
headlines.
yeah, so Bitcoin like strategy. Yeah, no, strategy. That's the one I
Strategy.
want to talk about. So what
Yeah.
do you think unravels there? So Mando, I want to pull the tweet up. Again, it's
I'm
like
not
it's
the
hard
biggest
to know.
fan of that leveraged Bitcoin, man. I don't
No,
like it.
I've said that. I've said that for months.
I don't like it. Why? I don't like the pressure it puts on the token. I feel weird saying it like that, but like, I just it's just asking for trouble. Like, I wish it was just yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's a ticking time bomb. It creates FUD. Mando's probably going to word it a lot better than me. What's he talking about
Well,
here?
we spoke about this yesterday, I'm pretty sure, on the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Like, I mean, and now that Bitcoin dumps further, they have to give more. And like
Yeah.
their whatever the token is, STRC, whatever it is, it's supposed to trade at 100. It's trading at $92, like whatever it is. It's supposed to be at 100 so then they can pay out the dividend. Dude, this is very worrying.
It seems like a
Very.
death spiral. You know, when you say, it reminds me of back in 21 where I was loaning against Bitcoin. So I was on Nexo and I took loans out against Bitcoin. But what the problem is, once the price of Bitcoin starts plummeting, you have to cover the gap of the value declining. And that's kind of where I feel MicroStrategy's at now. He's kind of chasing his tail. And it can quickly like death spiral. I'm not educated enough to know the numbers. Mando's probably
No, and the MNAV of the stock. I've never been a stock equity guy, so it's hard for me to. I can't comment on that specifically. Regina slash Reginald. I think it's Reginald bowler. I think it's a Reginald bowler, as in like are you like a cricket bowler? Anyways, it's the photo is Jennifer Aniston. So
Yeah, I know that cracked me up.
I couldn't quite see. It's too small. And Rero says Reginald is my son's middle name. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. Beautiful name.
What do you think? Do you think MicroStrategy has to blow up for Bitcoin to hit $1 million? I mean, we spoke about this last month. There's no way. Who was it? I read it, or was someone on the show? Maybe I read a tweet or something, but they said there's no way the world would let Michael Saylor own as much as he does and let Bitcoin go to $1 million. So
yeah,
I
see what they're saying, and the conspiracy theorist in me agrees.
Yeah, it's not even conspiracy; it's factual. Now it's factual.
That's a lot of power in one man's hands. But he's compromised, but
he's underwater. He's over leveraged. He can't pay dividends. Either he has to get rid of dividends. What happens if he gets rid of dividends? That destroys the stock value. I mean, it's dumping too. Just to pull it up.
That's what I wanted to know. What can he do to get out of the situation? That's why they'd only saw 2.5 to cover divs when they're responsible for like 2 billion in divs for the year. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, it was a Band-Aid sell, wasn't it? That's why I think Mando said, why didn't you just sell a shitload and get it over with, dude? I agree. Yeah. Rip the Band-Aid, sell $1 billion.
The whole news article narrative about why they're sold was to show that it was liquid.
I just don't believe that, man. I still don't. I think that's bullshit. I don't believe that. I think that's a cover story.
Imagine,
it is liquid. We all know it. Like,
they either have to remove the dividends
with Nexo. They know it's liquid. It's
it's paper. Like maybe at that level of legal and whatever compliance, like they have to prove that it's liquid. I don't know, but we spoke about BlackRock selling last week. We did, but this is the thing.
That's different, though. I still think that's different. BlackRock never said they won't sell.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest. Yeah.
For someone over the last few years to say I'm never selling and then they sell, to me, something's wrong. Surely that killed him to have to do that sell for the optics of it. Like, if you for the last 5 years say, sell your kidneys, you don't sell Bitcoin, and then one day you're like, oh shit, I'm actually going to have to sell some of this. Like, say you're him and you were to come out to the media and say, oh, actually, I'm going to sell some now, you know that's going to hurt your rep. So surely he would have done anything rather than do that sell. I would have done everything I could to not have to face that music. The fact he did, it worries me. It does worry me a little bit.
Bitcoin sell-off fears rise as BlackRock and
Winklevoss, those twins, they're funny, those guys. They're off their heads.
Moved 7,000 Bitcoin. I mean, GG's to them. They were early. I mean, they were part of the Facebook era, and then they pivoted to Gemini. They pivoted to Bitcoin. Yeah, they're billionaires, I'm pretty sure. Dude, is this? Yeah,
I reckon that's
the Black
Swan. I feel it. It would be poetic that the reason so many people into the space was probably his conviction, and he will possibly be the reason lots get hurt, lots leave, and the price goes lower than it should.
Yeah,
it would make sense to me. Like, I don't want that to happen, but he's done. It looks like he's done it. Like, it's just lined up perfectly for that to be our Mount Gox or our FTX.
Mm-hmm.
It's just annoying that we've got to have this risk factor over us. It's just annoying. I wish we didn't talk about this. I wish the only thing we were talking about is quantum risk, because that's the other one that gets pretty spoken about.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's hard
it's overblown, bro. I think it's way overblown. It's bear market.
For relativity to where we are today, yes, but it will be a conversation that needs to be.
It's a risk factor for everything in existence, password-wise.
Yeah, and that's the point.
Why is it only Bitcoin being spoken about? What about your bank account?
Yeah, exactly. Banks, bloody currencies, finance, insurance. Insurance has billions of dollars. Like, why not insurance companies?
Yeah. If that's the case and they're attacking Bitcoin, they're attacking everything in the world's effed, man. We're going to the Stone Age for a bit. Like, I just don't think it's as big a risk factor as people say. Or I think there's time to fix it. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's very interesting.
Michael Saylor, I think, is more of a risk than quantum for Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, in the short term, definitely.
And I think the quantum risk. Look, I don't think anyone cared about the quantum risk when Bitcoin was 126,000. No one cared. Like YOLO, everyone was like FOMOing, and then Bitcoin pulls back massively in a bear market, and then the quantum risk it gets louder and louder and louder, which is what happens in bear markets. The negativity, the news articles of negativity grow, and the bullish news articles lessen and lessen and lessen to the point that we don't care about bullish news much.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So make a prediction. What do you think? What do you think happens? So Rero says we should have PO on. I mean, but he's just going to be, you know what he's like. Eldorado, like, you know what it's just going to be like, zoom out, bro. It's all going to be good.
Yeah, like, it's hard to have.
And I'm not smart enough to challenge him on the
counter.
On the stock / MicroStrategy.
It's not my lane.
That's not. I'm not an economist or a investor in that realm.
He'd smoke me in that chat. He'd school me probably. So yeah, maybe that's good. Maybe it's good he comes on and schools me. Maybe, but it just wouldn't be a very good debate. I don't think, for my part.
I mean, look, because we had him on whenever that was, 9 months ago, maybe longer now, maybe a year ago. And it was the same. It's like, and I respect him, like GG's, but like, it's interesting.
I'd like to hear his take on MicroStrategy though, and how it's not a risk factor.
I wonder if he's tweeted about it. He was on Easy Show last week, I think. So he jumps on from time to time on that. So I might check if he was on last night. I haven't looked at today's show, but I mean, if we have a look here, how do you liquidate someone who isn't using leverage? MicroStrategy does not have a liquidation price for its Bitcoin holdings, as its debt.
That's what I saw yesterday. 44K people were saying they're hunting him. But then PO came out and other people came out saying but I don't understand that. He must have a liquidation. There must be a price where this all has to unwind. Like, if Bitcoin falls to $1, surely he's effed. Like,
I mean, look, I as a trader, these sort of post PO, don't do this, bro. That's literally my entry on my short, homie. Like, come on, bro. You're better than that. You are better than that. That's like, I see posts like this and I'm like, okay, well, that's my sentiment indicator ticked off for the trade. That's literally my short entry is 81 something.
That post was made at a very critical
Yeah,
time.
that's bad timing. That's very bad timing. But this what do you call 11.5% dividends from a company with zero free cash flow from a common stock under and like again, I don't know what MNAV is. Like how to understand it. I've never dived into that world. I just trade charts. A disaster by that comment.
I'm a simple man.
Like it's yeah. Yeah, but see, he's counter trading it in a sense as well. But I mean, he's still bullish, bro. He's still bullish here.
$1 million by 2036.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe.
that's what 10 years away. There's an arbitrage opportunity right now to load up on STR at 95. It's given that it will go back to 100. The current yield is 11.5%. I mean, I don't know any of this stuff.
What's this?
Yeah, I mean, this is just because that's what it's supposed to be at 100 to pay out the dividend. So I don't know. It's Strategy's core business is acquiring Bitcoin. The goal of it is MicroStrategy's Bitcoin per share to increase over time. To do this, they raise capital through credit in issuance, and then they use proceeds to buy Bitcoin. Pretty straightforward once you dig into it. Is it because they're promising the dividends and they can't actually pay that without selling positions or or doing something? He seems to be on the complete opposite side. I mean, this is the thing. Pio doesn't reply to the comments because maybe he knows that he bull posts, but he's not replying to the comments that actually ask fair questions.
Yeah, because that's where I do my learning, is in those comments, seeing what his counter argument is.
But then you got another Bitcoin bull here with 100K followers saying, if you believe in Bitcoin, it's a no-brainer. That's what I mean. You either got people who are so blindly bullish and other people who are like, no, hold on a little bit. And I mean, that's the point. Let's, like Eldorado says, we haven't even looked at, we haven't even talked about Tom Lee, Craig. I would argue
he's worse almost.
I feel like it's even worse owning Ethereum these days.
I'd rather own Bitcoin way more.
I'll try and find the tweet. Hold on.
What's up, dog?
Here we go.
Colatoni. What's up, brother?
Tom Lee.
These guys get paid such big amount. Like Tom Lee, I think, gets paid 200 million a year? Something like that? Something disgusting. And this
give me 1%, bro, and I'll trade it for you, bro.
Man, and his P&L's negative 9 billion? What? It's just like bankers, eh? Unreal.
Well, it's like it's like politicians.
Yes, it is like politics. They can't lose, can they? They can't lose. Retail lose, but not them.
So for our listeners, Tom Lee has 5.4 million ETH. The cost is his average cost basis is 3,500 US.
That's high.
The current cost of one Ethereum is $1,800. He's literally down 50%.
He needs to buy a fat bag now.
His P&L is negative 8.9 billion. Michael Saylor owns 843,000 Bitcoin. His average cost basis is around 75K. His
atrocious
P&L,
again.
I would say this is lower now because this was written yesterday and we've dumped a little bit further. His P&L is down 7.6 billion. Like, look, they're playing the long-term game. I get it. They're running a fund that's like, well, yeah, we're just playing the long-term game. But leverage is bad, bro. Leverage is bad. I don't know you can't. I don't know what Tom Lee's fund, how they work, but I mean, that comment is so good. Employees of the year. That's a good comment. The point I want to articulate here is they're playing the long-term game, so I get that. As long as price sustainably can do that. The trouble with Ethereum is you've got the founding team leaving, moving elsewhere, building new products. You've got the founding team and the founder dumping the token publicly for a while.
Yeah. So you got some companies doing buybacks. Meanwhile, Vitalik's selling his bags.
Yeah. So it's an interesting catalyst for ETH. And I mean, ETH is underperformed since 21. Like the ETH cycle was from 2017 to 21, and it hasn't maintained the same strength because technology evolves, as you would assume. And as we spoke about that, was it yesterday or the day before? We spoke about the emergence of competitor L1s, L2s. That's when they thrived because, everyone got burned on Ethereum gas fees in 21, 22. It was slow. It was expensive. So naturally,
it was a bad experience from a user point of view. It was very bad.
Everyone still traded it because it was the only option, and attention and opportunity were there.
And you made so much money, you didn't care about a $300 gas fee on a swap.
Exactly.
You made $10,000 like that. Now it's like, why would I? Although the gas is less, but
no. They've forked. Yeah,
they've
not
optimized
forked.
it.
Yeah, they've optimized it. I can't
Whatever
remember
you
what
want
the
to call
terms
it.
are. But yeah,
Fork and whatever other jargon words they throw out.
yeah, all the dev stuff that it's well above my head. But the
the
point,
purge and the surge and the
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
right.
what
I
are you
remember all
talking
that.
about?
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be inflationary, deflationary, but I don't know if it's still deflationary because
It
not
was
enough
for a
people are
while.
using
I
the
don't know
chain.
about now. Yeah,
I'll try to
they
find
were
it, but
burning it for a while, weren't they?
no,
They were
I don't know.
burning it anyway. Yeah, no one's spoken about that for a long time. No one cares about Ethereum anymore. Eh? No one even says anything
I mean,
anymore.
Ansem commented on my tweet calling it a shitcoin, and DGen News posted that. So thanks for the bloody. Thanks for they didn't even tag me in the post, bro. That's pretty low. I thought.
Who? Oh yeah, yeah. I
DGen
know.
News, like they screenshotted my tweet with
The
Ansem's
rats, eh?
and then they tagged him in it, but not me. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? I'm the
That's
one
a
that
bit how you
created the
going.
content to get that out of him. You know, come on, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. They should have given you the. They should have given you the kudos
Credit.
for that one.
That's pretty poor. That's pretty poor in 2026.
Yeah, it's not very nice. Bad
Tra-
etiquette.
Blah, blah, blah.
Bitcoin's going to break below 64, man.
Is it? Hold on, what's it doing?
It's hanging on for dear life by $100 at the moment. It's fighting, but man, it's obviously a few people saw it break and went, "I'm going to buy." Tiniest bounce on the daily, but man, it looks weak.
Doesn't look good here.
Looks like we're seeing 59 soon, bro. And I'm finally, Greeny. Finally, I waited months for this moment.
Are you? Yeah, but are you not? Why would you? Okay, so you'd rather buy Bitcoin still over these other strong tokens. Talk to us from the hypothetical scenario in your port.
Rather buy. Yeah, I will allocate more to Bitcoin than I do to those altcoins. Yeah. Yeah, I'll swing pretty big at Bitcoin at the lows. Much more than I will at SERV and stuff like that. Yeah.
Just a comment
Safety
here.
first for me.
Ethereum supply growth chart. It peaked in September 2022 and it was down until April 24 and has had a steady, not a lot, but has had a steady increase ever since. So it is slightly inflationary and deflationary. AI on Google says it operates as a hybrid that can be both inflationary and deflationary depending on network activity. As I said, it depends on the users. Its supply changes dynamically through a tug of war between two forces. Issuance, so inflationary, new ETH is created daily and awarded to validators to secure the proof of stake network. Burn, so deflationary. So you were right. Every transaction requires a base network fee, not base, but a network fee, which is permanently destroyed or burned out of circulation. So that's how they've made it technically deflationary. However, no one's trading on there anymore. Not many people are trading on there anymore.
No.
I mean, yeah, Clemente's on absolute banger at the moment. I commented on their post just saying these boys, their content's it's becoming even premium, like absolute premium content. And both of them were like, they liked it and said, thanks, dude. Like, so pretty. Oh, shit, here we go. $63,900 for Bitcoin live on the show. I just had to look at the tab.
Rain upon me.
Oh, bro. I mean, how can you, Craig? You can't buy a chart like this. I'm sorry, but you just can't. Hyperliquid, $75, actually up on the day. Bitcoin dumping 800 live.
Dump that Bitcoin shitcoin, man. Dump it. I mean, Bitcoin's slow. No one's using it as currency. It's not being used as gold. What's the point?
Compared to other platforms. I mean,
what is the point? It takes an hour to send it. I'm over Bitcoin.
PO's tweet. PO's tweet. It's just so funny.
PO marked the local top, huh?
He marked the local top.
It happens, though. I'm not shaming it. It happens.
I mean, I've done that too.
I've got plenty too. It's just good. You got to be able to laugh. I actually laugh as a fellow creator because sometimes you do get caught out like that. You're like, damn, I'm the guy who just local topped. I've done it. It's the way it is. I mean, I can't talk. Spoke about testicle man at 23 million. It's 5 million now. So fuck. Happens to the best of us, man. But PO's a legend. 63,750. We're in free fall. Free falling. You put up that post the other day, free falling that song.
You know what? I need to add it back. Hey, thanks for that.
So good that song.
I'll do that again.
When Tom Cruise sings it in that car, whatever that movie is. Classic. I mean, I'm going to have to get on the timeline and troll, man, on this price action. This is too good.
I mean,
Oh,
Kix's comment, Craig, was so good. Kix, who has been a guest on the show, literally said
yeah,
this
that
morning
was
on Craig's.
good.
So
That was
Craig said, when so many were bullish, I was bearish. Now I become more bullish while the rest are bearish. Knowing where we are in the market is critical. Always zoom out and see what the trend is. Kix comes along and says, never trust an Aussie around your wife, but 100% listen to them in a bear market.
I actually
63
put up a
you dumped.
post I had to delete it. It was a bit inappropriate about wives, but yeah, shout out to the big fella. Oh, was that a little bounce? What's that?
Yeah, but we dumped to 63.5, bro. 63.5. I mean, I struggle to buy this. Like, I know I wanted DCA for the long term, but I struggle to buy. Like, there's
Scary,
nothing about
yeah.
this that is showing me that. I mean, we've lost the VWAP now. We've lost the second standard deviation of the VWAP. We're in uncharted territory towards 59K. I'm sorry, but we are. Like, that's how it works. That's how price action works.
59. Give me 55, Greeny. 55 now. Let's get greedy. 55. And then I'm going to say 45, and then I'm going to say 38 and miss the bottom.
Yeah. Mate, I mean, what's old mate? Jim Cramer. Was it Jim Cramer? No, it was who's the other dude? Is it Peter? Someone else said Bitcoin setting to $20,000.
Yeah, Jim Cramer's big on those ones. He's a great Peter Schiff, probably.
Peter Schiff.
Yeah, Peter Schiff. Yeah, he called for 20K the other day. He's been calling for like he hasn't. I don't. Yeah, the guy's unreal. That guy. Have you noticed? Have you seen his son speak on X?
No.
His son's a Bitcoin bull, which is so funny. It's like, what? How did this happen?
That's
and
crazy.
I'm pretty sure his son's come out and said, "My dad owns Bitcoin" or something like that. I'm like,
oh really? Oh, okay, that's funny.
Yeah, I think it's just all. It's just
engagement farming, bro.
Yeah, even the big. Imagine being Peter Schiff and he's still engagement. Actually, I can't blame him. I'd probably do it too.
Well, that's just what the world's come to, I suppose.
And if he's heavily in gold, he's loving life at the moment, isn't he? Like,
well, I mean, those have slowed down a little bit more recently, but yeah, you are right. I'm trying to find that free fall.
Price action 63.6 chat. Woo!
I mean, we're going overtime again, guys. You guys are getting great value for
money.
But I mean, what else are we going to do? We might as well talk about it in real time as it dumps. So I mean, I've got nowhere to be today. So
63.5. Oh,
are we heading to 59K today, guys?
Yeah,
let us know.
I just want to hit it. Get this over with. Rip the band-aid. Do I buy here, Greeny, at 63,000?
There's too much. There's too much weakness.
Looks like it's going lower, eh? Yeah. What is the 200 week MA? Well, yeah.
Let me pull it up. Why is it? Oh, there's not enough history on the chart. Isn't that the index? No, that's the index. There we go. Oh my god, I got too many lines on my chart. We're below the 200. We're below the 200.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Below the 200.
The
300. The 300's at 58, which aligns with the golden pocket. I've been saying this. I'm on the log chart. Here we go. It aligns with the golden pocket from the lows. I know I've got a lot happening here, but let's do this. Let's just clean up. Yeah, this aligns with the top of the golden pocket. Depending on the chart, obviously this is the index, so index probably not going to be accurate in real time. But I mean, for me, this range, I mean, I've got it marked on the purple. This is probably where you want to see Bitcoin bottom is in here somewhere. Like we could do something like this, like, and then like this, and then break out. Like probably not that. I mean, but like you get what I mean, right?
Something a bit of a lower high and then a bit of a send, yeah.
To 39, like you just never know what can happen, right? Take out the lows here from that. We never revisit that low, never revisited that low.
I'm looking forward to the Eli tweet saying we'll never see Bitcoin under 63,000. I'm like, come on, man, you can't keep running that tweet, bro. Like,
he's lost his way, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You've lost your way if that's the tweet.
Yeah, I know, he has a little bit.
You're that desperate for engagement. That's the
you've got to recenter yourself. And I think sometimes, I mean, I think as creators, we'll all go through that a little bit when you kind of are lost. I've gone through it 100 times in this space. Or you almost have to reinvent yourself every now and then, you know, because I went through a phase where I just went too full on with the ship posting. I was like, oh, no, I need to start adding value again here because I'm just ship posting too much. So I had to make a real conscious effort to be like, nah, dude, you got to start reading charts again, bro. You can't just ship post. I can, but it's like, no, you want myself personally, I'm like you. I want to give a bit of value. BTC will have its day. Agreed. It will have its day. It's not its time right now. And that's the thing. And everyone will lose a lot of hope in Bitcoin, but it does look bad. But we are in a bear market, and bear markets do look bad. And I put up a post up the other day, and I know I don't know what it hit on Binance in the bear market low last year. I think it was Coinbase at 15,400, which seemed a bit low for me, but that's what it said. And I remember thinking, it's the reason why I put up a tweet. And I said, bear markets are hard because I had so many people, when Bitcoin hit 15, 16K last bear market low, I didn't buy there. I bought at about 24. I've said this before, 24 to 30 I bought. It's really hard to buy bottoms, man. Like, and I remember when Greenie, you and I did really well in Bitcoin, and we scaled out really well over 2 years. We made good money. And people are like, oh, you're lucky you got that price. You're lucky you got that entry. Man, I can tell you what, it didn't feel lucky when I was buying it at 25K, bro. Like, it did not feel lucky. I'm not sitting there going, ha, 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 I'm a millionaire. It's scary, bro. It is scary. And you bought earlier than me. I think I was 30K, and you were, where did you buy Bitcoin at the bottom?
I didn't own much, but no, I was owning, but I bought the narrative play because that's how you make your wealth when you don't have as much money, right? I was on Solana at 17, so I didn't get $8, but I was shout out to Easy who was sharing it at $8. Yeah. I got in at 17. I was that's when I really started to tweet
Level
more.
up.
I had only late 22, mid 23 is when I started to go, like I had 0 followers at the start of 23. Yeah, $17 for Solana, like 100 million for Casper in 2022, Radium at 20 cents. Yeah, I front run everyone on Radium. Like no one could beat me on that one. But yeah, look, it's in the past. Like what's happening now is the question. Yeah. I mean, like Craig, OpenServe is still at 44 million, even though Bitcoin's making new lows. This is fascinating. BTC dominance is down to 57%.
That's what interests me. I looked at that the other day and I was like, wow, Bitcoin's breaking down and dominance is also breaking down.
That's bearish, bro.
I was like, what the hell? What are stables doing, Greenie?
Yeah, pumping.
Pumping? Yeah, okay. Wow, yeah, man. Interesting times.
8.5%, Craig. Back up into my range. I've said for a while, hey, you guys can go back and clip it.
About 2-3 weeks ago.
We need to blow up. Market mates needs to blow up. We've been talking about this for weeks.
Give us our dues.
Sci-fi, I will never comment on a position that you hold.
Yeah, I saw that streamer. Streamers don't know what they're talking about. Ignore that stuff, man.
No, but yeah, do I stand a chance with a long at 66? Mate, Legend, you should have a trading plan no matter the trade, the investment that you take, as always. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, if you don't have a framework or you don't have a trading plan, I've built one over the past 9 years, 10 years in crypto, and it's the GTG Smart Chart framework, and it'll sort of show you the steps that I go through to make decisions when I'm looking to trade or
that's
invest.
Probably the most important thing, yeah.
Yeah, check it out down below. Description, GTG has the links in the description.
But yes, longs here.
No, I wouldn't. Honestly, I'm not touching leverage at all on these tokens, to be honest. Eldorado, yeah, the US streamer Lacey said he full ported Bitcoin like 3 days ago. That was apparently bearish. I mean, yeah, bro, this is all these LARPs have no fucking idea, man, and that's the trouble. They literally have no idea.
Headline worthy, man. It's not bullish or bearish. Those guys, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing. 63.6.
Are we? Yeah. So, are we
gonna? I wonder if we see 59.60 today.
I don't know, dude. We might be bouncing a little bit here. We'll zoom in on the hourly. Yeah, a little bit of a capitulate, but like it's crazy, man. We are now. Hold on. Oh no, we haven't got to the. Sorry, we haven't got to the second standard deviation of the big one, which is sitting at 61.9. So I mean, we are now we're below. We're below that. I mean, where are we here with the candle bodies? So yeah, look, I mean, if you don't see a bounce here, bro, we new lows. New 50s soon.
Can we see 41?
40s. Yeah, I think we could see 40s, but we'll wait and see.
41. Oh man, my bags. Stables, time to wake you up. Yep, today's the day. I'm gonna have to buy.
I mean, we're below the weekly level now, which is also the value area low on Bitcoin. So yeah, fascinating, man. I mean,
deep value, Greenie. We're in the deep value zone.
Below the monthly level at 66.87, which is also our point of control. Like, there's, dude, I mean, if we look here, guys, I said for a while, like we have to. I mean, this is the monthly. Hold on, let's go to this chart. So the monthly, as we've been saying, is now below 71,000 in the oversold territory. But these take time, 150 days, 250 days to play out. So I don't expect this to just randomly rally from here. I expect probably new lows to hit, or maybe we sweep these levels and we reclaim, we have a lower high, then we set new lows later in the year. But yeah, we're in the oversold territory, which has historically been a discount value area for Bitcoin. But we've been saying that for weeks now that we're coming down into that region. The worry part is this, Craig. We are rejecting from a weekly level, which is very bearish. We're below the pivot now of 74.7. We're arguably already crossing. This has a long way to go. Like this could trade all the way down to here until the end of 2026. So and price doesn't necessarily have to. It just has to be below the pivot, or it can chop sideways for this to reset, right? So very interesting. This is a resistance, Craig, that we've held since 2024 when the ETF news pumped us to a new all-time high before. The ETF news was here, but the back of that was into the Trump rally here at the end of 2024 during the meme coin super cycle when Bitcoin hit 100K for the first time. So we've been respecting this on the monthly, the weekly stochastic, and that looks as though we're probably going to come back down here in alignment with the monthly sort of bottoming towards end of 26, start of 27. So yeah, it doesn't look too good.
No. The next few months look rocky. 63.2. Oh man. Yeah, wowie.
Crazy. Any comments? What's chat saying? Yeah, I don't know, dude. As always, nobody knows. But personally, probably if you zoom out longer term, but this is the thing, we don't know how much this whole strategy. We're not at new lows yet. When we see new lows, that's when I probably am pretty keen. Why? Because you're buying it lower than everybody else who's bought it since whenever it hit the lows, since 2024, right? So naturally, I mean, hold on, we should bring up these bad boys. We haven't bought these for a while, so let's bring these up to continue the conversation.
Wallets underwater.
So if strategy maintains dividends and goes up, like if that, I don't know, like that could blow up and Bitcoin could trade into the 30K region.
Zero.
Right.
Oh, we are 63.99. Oh, we could be 62
right now. We're going. We've lost this low. Are we going to lose this low? And then the second standard deviation VWAP, which is a liquidity level, 61, Greg, 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, dude, this is nuts.
Oh, he's like $11 in it, $5 in it, 62. Come on, it's like raw watching. Here we go. Here we go. $1. Oh, it's like watching horses, eh? I'm like Kramer going, let's go.
This is crazy. I mean, it's nice. Hey, we're staying live while this happens in real time because that's the show that we are. What would be another big catalyst separate from Sailor selling? Well, Mt. Gox selling or transferring, like other companies realizing, holy, like if these guys are going to dump billions of dollars into the market, we need to front run that. You can have a huge capitulation event. You actually could have a huge capitulation event.
Yeah. That was quick, huh? Here we go. That was nice and fast. Thank you, market. Wow. At least it's happening now. I've been waiting for that to break down from that ascending wedge for ages. How long was that in that? That was
it was for 4 months, 3-4 months. I mean, Craig, sell in May, go away. Worked out again.
Yeah, I know. They snuck in by one day, huh? Yeah. That made me laugh. Someone said that in GTG, and I was like, the dirty dogs, because it actually looked like a great May. Yeah. And then the last day they went, bye. See you
later. See you later. So let's pull up some of these bad boys. So the MVRV Z score. So what we're going to go through now is on-chain analysis, right? And we'll go through a bunch of these. You can look at them up on multiple websites. Basically, this one is, here it is. So the MVRV Z score is a Bitcoin chart that uses blockchain analysis to identify periods where Bitcoin is extremely over or undervalued relative to its fair value. So the three metrics they use is market value, so the current price, realized value. So rather than taking the current price of Bitcoin, realized value takes the price of each Bitcoin when it was last moved. The last time it was sent from one wallet to another, then adds them all up, individual prices, takes an average of them, etc. In doing so, it strips out the short-term market sentiment, all right? And then Z-score, which is the orange line on the chart, a standard deviation test that pulls out the extremes in data between market value and realized value. If we have a look here, Craig, realized cap value is sitting a little bit lower than where price currently is. And historically in bear markets, we do trade below that value. It doesn't give me an exact price. It only gives me a market cap of 1.08 trillion, but we're pretty much above that, bro. If we have a look here, the orange is the Z score. And if you note, Bitcoin historically trades into this sub, wherever this is, the Z score is below. I'm trying to give you a number, but yeah, I don't know. It's like below 0, is it? Yeah, below 0 is where the Z score starts to make value longer term. And historically in bear markets, so in 2022 here, we traded below there in COVID dip in 2020, in 2019's bear cycle, in 2015's bear cycle, and all the way back in 2011, way back in the infancy stages. Craig, we haven't hit that yet. We haven't hit that yet. So it's a little bit lower from where price currently is today. The realized value is sitting at 1.08. There we go. So we can try and work it out. The current market cap of Bitcoin is 1.3 trillion. And the realized value or realized cap of Bitcoin right now is 1.07. So that's about 30% towards the downside, which is pretty crazy to think about.
38K.
I'm not even going to bring that up on stream. But yeah, so that shows you that in theory, that's a 30% correction from where Bitcoin is today to put it to its realized cap. So in theory, that is actually towards $40,000. Guys, again, we're just talking facts on the show like we always have for the past 3 years. So if you're new, drop a sub. It's literally free. Click follow. Okay, drop us a little 5-star rating on the potties because it goes a long way.
We need some more ratings on those podcasts, guys, by the way. If anyone wants to jump on Spotify or Apple or Amazon, jump on there and give us a review. Even if you don't listen on there and you listen here, jump on there, give us a like, give us a review, say some words, whatever you want to say, kind words, mean words, whatever it is. Hopefully kind words. It would definitely help us and the algorithm pick us up. So appreciate you guys listening over there as well. We actually had some good listens over the last couple of days. So thank you very much to the Spotify. It's actually quite interesting. I've had a few people say they actually just listen to us on there now versus here, which is kind of cool, really, just while they're working and things like that. So thanks for having us in the background while you guys do whatever you do during the day.
Yeah, so I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Craig? What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are it aligns up horribly with lower around the 40K region, bro. Like, what kind of sucks? Well, not kind of sucks, but a lot of the data points to that 30 to 40K, not quite 30K, but that 40K region, doesn't it? And I know a lot of people were resistant to that ages ago, myself included to a certain degree, but I just looked at past bear markets, man, and I was like, unless this time's very, very different, we're probably seeing the 40s, bro. Like, and I it's not like I especially wanted to see that. It's just what the data said. And
exactly,
I'm just one of those guys. I just go with the data. And if it's the same as it's always been, I'm going to assume it's the same as it's always been until it's not. Yeah, I think, far out. I don't know where the bottom is here, but certainly I don't think we've seen it. No one will get the bottom right, but I still think that 40 to 50K region, which I know you kind of align with as well, somewhere in there. 40 to 50, 45 to 55, probably more like for me. I know that's a big range for some people, but I mean, no one can give you a dollar value here. It's impossible.
No,
it's all guesstimation from data.
But that's always a good one to keep an eye on. It looks as though we could trade lower. Okay, so this is one that we've been looking at for a while now on the show as well. Addresses with 100 plus Bitcoin. So that was initially, it was about, well, I mean, when it was at 100K plus, that's 10 million in Bitcoin. Now that it's at 63, that's only 6.3 million in Bitcoin. The addresses have accumulated at the fastest rate in 2024 when the ETFs and everything were approved. Regulation was like, oh, well, yeah, we're adopting this asset as an institutional asset, being Bitcoin. The fastest rate of increase from 16,000 on-chain wallets to over 20,000 on-chain wallets. We hadn't seen that aggressive buying since 2014, 2015 era when Bitcoin was only trading at $300 to sort of $1,000, couple $1,000. Meanwhile, we've seen the aggressive rate of buying with Bitcoin above 60K. Craig, the amount of people, the amount of whales with 100 plus Bitcoin that would be now approaching underwater status because their average entry would be 60K or above is phenomenal. This is another reason you need to be very cautious, because we could arguably see a lot lower when these sort of people start to capitulate because they realize that they're underwater with millions of dollars in their Bitcoin allocation. We have now seen it slow down for the sort of past, since 2026, we have seen a sort of steady increase. Still about sort of 400, 300 wallets increasing. But isn't that just fascinating to have a look? So what a comment on that? Again, be cautious, because if these whales start to sell, that creates panic for ETFs and retail participants who have far less. And that's the sort of capitulation and panic event that occurs during a bear market.
Yeah, this was the last bullish metric I had left in my pocket, man.
It's slowing down.
So it's slowing down. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, man. When Bitcoin's pulling back like this, there's not going to be a lot of good data points we can pull up that are going to be particularly bullish. What do I have to say on it? I don't think it's worrying yet, but yeah, no, this doesn't concern me. Not too much yet. If we see these big boys start to flick, I will, I'll get a little bit edgy, man. I will get a little bit edgy. And I think we see lower than we want. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about that, but it certainly doesn't. I don't think there are going to be a lot of data points we can pull up now, which are going to make anyone here feel much better about this price action, bro. Like, I got nada. I got nothing other than historically buying the bottom has always been a good move if you can buy it. But we've spoken about the time to serve, Greenie. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months.
Just got lightheaded, guys. Sorry. Need to drink some more water.
This price action's
it's hot in this room. I'm lucky I'm in shorts and a tee. Anyways, Eldorado says, are we getting greedy exits and entries? Asking for a friend. Yeah, stay patient, bro. Sailor is out of bullets.
I'm ready for entries, not exits. If you haven't exited now on Bitcoin specifically, I don't know if now's the time to offload.
That'd be an odd move. Yeah.
You probably should have at 82.
Hugo says, if we see 40s, I'm backing up the truck.
DG says, bro, I think we could easily.
DG says, to be honest, since September of last year, I've been hearing about BTC pullback. First mention was 72K. Wow, that's so low. 30K possible, but other factors play into calculation other than, unfortunately, tweet gets stopped there. Sorry, the comment. You guys are the only one I've seen or heard speaking of lower levels. I mean, honestly, bro, in September last year, I was overseas for a wedding. I did a stream with Craig and I said, I'm stabled up because I'm very cautious in the market. 10:10, I literally have tweets that day saying, be careful with the amount of liquidation events that can occur when price is up at tremendous levels. I also have tweets saying, it was a tweet saying, Bitcoin looks very dangerous here on the weekly, and it was because of parallel structure, and it broke to, this was 10:10 that I had these tweets. So look, we've been saying literally from the top of the market that this was going to play out. Every sort of move has been playing out exactly as we have been analyzing. And like, how do you go? Oh no, my camera's died. It's been too long.
We finally had a stream where Greeny's camera goes dead. This is bull market stuff.
That's bull market. Oh my God. Hour and 47. Come on. You're better than that. We've done longer streams than that. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. But the point being is we've been nothing but accurate since our initiation of market mates. But I mean, years ago. So look, this is a worry. The last one I want to bring up too, Craig, is this one. Percentage addresses in profit.
This is the one I wanted to speak about. Yeah, far away. This is good, I think. And you brought this up, just for the viewers or listeners out there that haven't seen this before. You brought this up 3 to 6 months ago. And you were talking about we need to see more of these addresses. Less of these addresses in profit before bottom will be formed. And we're seeing that now.
Come on, camera. Give it to me.
Yeah, it wants to. Look at it.
There we go.
Oh, glitching.
Oh, dude. It's cooked, bro. My camera's... Oh, dude, let's go, bro. Let's go. We got the doubles.
Wow.
All right. I'll just turn it off for a little bit. It might be obviously. I assume it's not even that hot, bro. Oh,
That's
all right,
better.
good. Oh no, never mind.
Oh.
If it's gonna keep cooking, I'll turn it off for a little bit longer. But I might have to get a new camera. Bear market things, man. Dude, come on, this is a good camera. It just
We need a
obviously can't
camera
run.
partner, a microphone and camera partner.
All right, I'll turn it off for a little bit. Okay. The percentage addresses in profit, Craig. If we have a look here, yes, I was alluding to this previously. If you have a look, this is in bear markets. You saw 15% addresses in profit. In the bear market in 2015, you saw 30%. In the bear market, that was COVID, so exclude that. But in the bear market of 2019, you saw 44%. What do you note here? It's kind of increasing by around 15% every time. This one, you saw 50%. So it only increased by about 5% compared to what we saw in the previous bear market of 2019, where we saw 51% of addresses in profit when Bitcoin traded towards $15,000, $16,000. We have only dipped to about 68% in profit. I would say a reasonable target would probably be back towards the 60th mark. I can't give you the value of what price will be at that point, but we are back at 69% of addresses in profit after reaching 80%. Again, Craig, we had complacency bounce. We had sentiment reaching neutral, but a little bit of greed, which again, you need to see fundamentals like that coming across the timeline. And now we have percentage profits is all the way back. Addresses in profit, all the way back at just under 80% there as of May 10th. We're back already down 10% in just a very short break. For me, Craig, if this trades back towards, it's really hard to say, but like if this trades back towards that 60th percentile mark for me, that probably screams value longer term as well. It's just I can't give you I can't, like, it doesn't show me where the price would be at that point. I mean, you could go back and it's always changing, right? So maybe 25k, but 25k last cycle in 2023 was 60% in profit. So look, I don't think it's going to be that low, but it could be probably back towards, I'd say 40ish k would probably be B, because there's more people in profit now because they would have bought throughout that period in 2023, 2024, when Bitcoin was still below the value of where it currently is. So for me specifically,
we're about to go 62k here, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah. Are we going to lose it? We are. Are we going to lose it?
We just lost it. 62.
Oh my God, guys, live on the show. But Craig, quick comment here. 60% seems reasonable. 65%. We're not far away.
Another data point that points to lower. Yeah, there's
proper pain in a bear market.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I hope everyone's appreciating all these little data points. These are the stuff you learn over years and years and years and years and years and years to give you an edge. So Greeny's giving you guys some great stuff here. Not a lot of traders are going to look at all this stuff. In fact, hardly any are going to look at all of this.
And then meanwhile, you got Obed earlier in the show saying, "Oh yeah, you're just getting dumped on in a community." No, legend. I don't know. This episode
I haven't
itself,
got time to dump on people. I'm too busy trying to look after my own bags.
I mean,
like my Bitcoin. Like
this episode is proof of
blame Michael Saylor, not me.
Yeah, the level we go to.
I'm doing my part, Greeny. I've been doing my part for Bitcoin. Yeah, there we go. We saw 62. Wow,
So just to show that level, why is that an important level? I think it is. Is it the monthly level? No, maybe it's the daily. The daily low. Yeah, daily lows candle closes 62,800 from the February dip, bro. From the February dip. Are you interested here in Bitcoin, Craig, at 62, or are you just gonna wait for lower? Because it's crazy.
Every time I'm talking about
trading perps. Okay, Eldorado said, sorry, greedy. Be greedy with your entry. Always, bro. I mean, no. Sorry. Yeah, be greedy with your entries and flexible in your exits. That's a great strategy.
Yeah, that's a good call. Am I going to buy here? Yeah, I think I'll nibble around here a little bit, but not much, bro. Like no lower still, but I will have a little nibble here. I think at about here. I'll buy a little bit of it, but very small, bro. Yes, I will buy a little bit. More so lower though. I want more lower. I actually want to put some cash back into the market, but I'm holding off still.
If we just to comment on the rest of the market, we are seeing red across the day. Render's up 1%. Everything else is kind of correcting a little bit here, it appears. So we are seeing a little bit of a bleed. Hyperliquid now below 74 as Bitcoin kind of continues lower. So are we getting a bit of a reprice here across the board of
maybe
of alts? I don't know.
Just reading a quick Ansem tweet.
What's that big dog saying?
Basically just Bitcoin looks shite, but the coins he's in look great. Sort of thing. What am I buying? I might buy a bit of Bitcoin today. And really the more exciting part now is hopefully this downward pressure Bitcoin's putting on will give me my entries into those alts I want. So I actually will go a bit harder into the alts than Bitcoin, I think.
It's crazy how much strength they have. It's absolutely, it's strong. I can't believe it, bro.
It's unusual. Are you buying, Greenie?
I'm just looking. I'm looking at my
I know that face. That's a buying face.
No, I don't know about Bitcoin, dude. I don't know. I think as I said before, I think for me, but even then, even then, it just still makes more sense to maybe go for strength. I don't know. This is one of the most brutal sell-off periods you have nearly ever seen in Bitcoin. If I remove the like even here, guys, like look at this. 1, 2, 3 candles. We had a big 3 candle day sell-off. Then we had a 1, 2, 3 candle sell-off again after consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're into our 4th day now of just straight capitulation to the downside. Our absolute last level to hold here is pretty much where price currently is. And it appears as though we're about to lose that based on the momentum right now at $63,000. I don't know, Craig. It's fascinating, man. It's fascinating I'm just going through. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going to lose out on my other trades. Like that's what I was kind of doing, is just checking where the rest of the market is. We have a look at the market here, like things. Low cap AI tokens get absolutely smashed right now. Cards is kind of correcting as well. Useless is still struggling at 95. Venice, dude, strength at 956 is just insane, bro. Insane. It's made a new all-time high, like literally overnight. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a fascinating. It's like why I just struggle. I struggle to go. If Bitcoin has so much weakness now, there's still this potential whole leverage unwinding that we could have from all of these massive companies that own percentages of the supply. If I was in a meme coin, Craig, I wouldn't want to be buying. Like that's the way I kind of have to analyze it, and that's the way you got to treat it. Would you not?
Say that again. Sorry, Greenie.
You got to treat it like a meme coin. If I was like looking to buy this, even though it's pulled back, this dip is what 20% over the last few days. Like it's crazy. It's 18% over the last 10 days. I'm not interested because there's still these big players that could unwind with percentages of the supply. Like that's kind of the way you got to think about it in a way. I don't know. Am I out to lunch with that take?
The lower the price goes, the bigger the risk gets, isn't it? With Saylor specifically. What's he going to do? Like, how's MicroStrategy going to look at 59K Bitcoin?
Yeah, I know, bro.
Yeah, shucks, man.
I don't know, Brent. I don't know. It's just fascinating, guys. It's great to be live with you all. This is truly fascinating times in the market.
This is everyone's first bear market. This is what it feels like. It feels pretty shitty, doesn't it?
But not normally do you have tokens just outperforming.
No, they should all be red, minus 20% right now, really. Typically.
Any comments on this? 60% seems reasonable. So where is 60% profit? I don't know. Down towards it could be, it's hard to know.
Oh, Eldorado, Lifetime's GTG sub. Speak to Greenie on that one, brother.
Yeah, you have to.
Eldorado's in there though, isn't he?
Maybe he was in the past. No, I don't have the lifetime available. So if you want that, send me a DM and we can work it out, crypto or card, whatever works. Yeah, but it'll have to be a fair price. But yeah.
And shout out to I see the goat just joined GTG, brother. He's in the Discord now from the chat.
No way, goat. Is goat in there, bro?
Yeah, Bad Billy Goat just jumped in. So welcome, brother.
Legend. Let's go. Let's go.
I think you're gonna have a good time. I would say anyone that's been looking for a group to join, this is probably getting into what I would call a very good time to join.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of opportunities that I think are going to that they've been there. Greeny's highlighted them for the last few months, but I think there are going to be more and more opportunities over the next few months. So, yeah, welcome, brother. I think you're going to have a good time there. We should eat pretty well. Yeah, dude. To answer your question there, I think that just aligns up with my sort of 45 to 55k, something in there. Yeah, unfortunately, lower. Might get a little bounce, like you said here, maybe. But I still think even if we recover slightly and have a little lower high, I think we still go down. I think it's entries on those alts I've been waiting for now, Greeny. I think this is
that's the thing. Like, do I just
probably my moment?
If Hyperliquid's below 70, is that a better buy than Bitcoin at 60? Right? You know, these are the sort of question you have to ask yourself when you look at those charts that you compare them. It's like it's hard to ignore.
Yeah, exactly, and also what time frame you're looking at. But certainly in the shorter time frame, I think there's better options than Bitcoin right now.
Yeah,
over a year, Bitcoin's probably a pretty good bet. But in the next 3 to 6, nah, probably not. Probably the
months,
other. Yeah, I would say, months specifically. I think the other coins we've spoken about at length are probably better options. Hype probably included, and that Zcash probably included. What's Zcash doing now that this is?
Let's have a look at a little bit of a refresh. I mean, it's up here, bro. Like it's
so good. Yeah.
It's still good, but you run the risk that this could be a head and shoulders, which would be a bit of a break. It needs to clear the high. It can't wick either. It needs to clear the high with strength up here. So I mean, but the fact that Bitcoin's dumping. Oh, sorry, I haven't got it on screen. You got potentially a high here. There needs to clear the high with strength, not wick up into it. Craig, I mean, it's pumping right now. Like these, like if Bitcoin does bounce back to 65, 67, these run harder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sold off my Zeke this morning. Yeah. Yeah, that could get pretty ugly, that.
Yeah, I mean, it would just have to see.
Don't know. There's a lot of high follow accounts shilling it, so maybe that helps pad it a bit. But good show today, though, dude. We got quite a few listeners. Even on my little personal one on X, I got over 200. So nice to see you guys all pulling up when the market bleeds. I normally find you can get good viewership around these sort of times because people look for answers, don't they? Like people kind of scramble now, going, "What do I do?"
And we have the answers here, guys. So drop a sub, drop a follow. We've been accurate for a long time, and join us in GTG. That's 2-hour show. My camera even called it at 1:45. It's back. Love to see it. Craig, have a lovely Thursday. We've got one more show tomorrow this week, guys. We're live Monday to Friday, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 9 a.m., which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday to Thursday. We might have a guest tomorrow. If not, he'll be on next week. So, great show today, guys. Thanks so much for all the engagement, guys. Billy, I'll reply to you in the server when I get off stream. But the analysis is ready. That I don't know, it was like a few days ago, or maybe last week. I can't remember. Good to see you, Trailer Park. That's one of our Canadian viewers. Love to see you, legend. Hope you're doing well. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Huge show, 2 hours. Hope that it was an epic one. If you enjoyed this, comment after down below. If you enjoyed this, let us know. We should have our 2 partners hopefully as well next week. Craig, start talking about them as well. Anything else? No. Have a lovely Thursday night. Thursday.
Yeah, have a great Thursday, guys. Have a great Wednesday in America. And just keep tuning in. We will hopefully calm everyone's nerves as we go. That's what we do day in and day out, Sunday to Thursday in America, or Monday to Friday in Australia. And my brain's fried now, but I need to eat. In the rest of, for Australia and New Zealand, good luck for the crypto convention, although we can sort of say that tomorrow. But steady as she goes. Hopefully you guys are all okay out there. I know times like this can be pretty scary, and seeing your ports get decimated isn't the nicest, mine included, on Bitcoin. But things do get better. That's what I can say. In my experience in this space, we will get good times again. We just have to weather the storm. So this is part of being a trader is you don't just get to tolerate the good days. You unfortunately have to learn to tolerate the bad days, and sometimes the bad days can be 6 months to 12 months. Bear markets are typically 12 to 14 months. So this is what it's like. This is nothing different to my experience in 22, 23. It feels very similar to me. So it always feels bad. It always feels scary. But in my experience, you just got to settle your nerves. And if you need to, go for a walk, go for a swim, do some training, go for a bike ride, get in the sun, and just realize that if Bitcoin dips, you're not going to die. Like, you're safe. Sometimes I know when I got into it in 21, I used to get really anxious about price movements. If you can get yourself out of that mindset, it's better for your trading. You don't want anxiety when you're trading, not high anxiety. You're probably over allocated if that's the case. And I remember people saying that in 21, and I was like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. And then the bear market came, I was like, oh man, okay. But yeah, we'll be here day after day, hopefully educating, hopefully entertaining, and hopefully helping to steer you guys in the right direction. But great show, bro. Absolute banger. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Hopefully the podcast can handle this sort of length upload. But I'll get that uploaded now. But banger show, bro. Lots of data there. Good time to be streaming when bad stuff happens, just like when good stuff happens. Yeah, man. Steady as she goes, Greenie. I'll be looking to purchase some of those altcoins today, I think. Bitcoin, I'm undecided, bro, if I buy that, but I think alts maybe more so today for me.
Yeah.
Are you buying anything, Greenie, on this pullback?
Cautious. No, not yet. I don't think so.
Yes.
I'll wait and see. And as always, I'll only talk about those sort of analysis inside GTG. So there you go. Guys, have a lovely day. Have a lovely night. And we'll be back same time tomorrow. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Have a great day, Craig.